episode of For the Love of the Game, episode 28. Um, joined by the good guys, Ronaldo and Skervin. How you feeling today, lads?
All good, all good.
They are. I don't know.
Uh, as you can hear, we're not as enthusiastic as we have been over the last 4 or 5 weeks. Uh, we might as well get to it. If we get to the rest of the weekend's games, the biggest game of the weekend, you could say, but the biggest beating. Manchester City 6, Manchester United 3. Last week we all predicted a win. I don't think any of us saw what was going to happen, especially in the first half. Ronaldo, you saw more of the game than us. I think the first half was probably the proper way to judge the whole game, I guess, considering City kind of like eased off in the second half. Before we get to in-game action, the starting 11. Was there anything that surprised you in terms of the starting 11 and how Ten Hag set out to play?
Well, yeah. First, like you say, starting 11, weren't too happy with that. As in, Rashford, he was injured, innit? Yes, he had to pass a late fitness test. Also, Casemiro, Scotty's been doing well, but this is why he was brought in, innit? He got signed for big games like this. So, yeah, I wasn't happy with that. Starting 11.
But what impact would have Casemiro made? Would he prevented any of those goals being scored?
Well,
Was it
in
the personnel
hindsight,
or the setup?
I think personnel, I'll get on setup in a minute, but personnel,
Mm,
like, come on, like, big players are brought in for big games, innit? Yeah, all
mm,
fair and square, we've been winning, whatever, whatever, but has Grealish been playing well for City? No, but he
mm.
started. That's football. I'm not buying all of this rubbish. You play your best players, your big game players in big games. For me, so personnel, yeah, Ronaldo should have been out there. Casemiro should have been out there. That's a statement of intent. That's a statement of experienced players that's played in derbies, Like you need that. You need man in the trenches like that, man. And it showed in the result.
Okay, great. On to the first goal. Um, you know what? I saw the first opening 7 minutes and then I watched the game sporadically, but the first opening 7 minutes, you could already tell it was a matter of time before City scored. They missed a couple chances before the first goal, but who's to blame for like the first goal? It come like no one was closing no one down. Foden's just there open. So many mistakes. I don't even know where to begin. But who's at fault here? Like, I'll go to you, Ronaldo. I'll keep it with you. I'll go to Skervin. But first goal, what's your breakdown of the goal and where does the fault lie?
Boy, let me see. First and foremost, let me address United whole team is to blame in it. Cause boy, like the way they started the game, like they weren't out of the blocks, bruv. It was a full start from United, man. They wasn't ready, like they didn't turn up. But in terms of the goal, when you break it down, yeah, there was Ericsson in it. He's marking Foden, him and Foden jogging side to side the whole way for the build up of the play, and he just stopped. Once he get to the box, he just stopped. Do you know what I mean? If you're gonna stop,
Mm,
at least point to a defender or tell someone pick him up or
yeah,
watch
that's
his
true.
run. He just stopped running. Like he said, I'm tired. I don't know what he's thinking, but yeah, it's him, innit?
Hmm.
Can't blame
I
no one
hear
else
that.
for that. But yeah,
What about you, Skervin? Who you think's to blame for the first goal?
I think collectively, we just for what I saw of the goal, um, we gave them just too much space to do what they wanted to do. Do you get me? Um, Regardless of um, like Ronaldo was saying, Ericsson should have had his man, but whoever's in that box, they should be aware of what's going on and tidying
That's
up.
true.
And there is nothing that there was just too much space on the pitch. Like I said, I never watched the game, but the highlights. As soon as I saw that first goal, my thing was like, why is there so much space around that for City to do whatever they want to do? Do you know what I mean? And
Mm.
and like Ronaldo was just saying, it's a derby. This is a derby. Like, do you know what I mean? That you got to be up for it. You know what I mean? You can't give these players space. Yeah, we know these players are brilliant, but like, get on your man. Like, kick them down. Like, do
yeah,
something. Do you get
do
me? Like,
something,
if
But
they
do
stop
you,
him
derby,
from
make
do you-
them
scoring.
know. Make them
mm,
know. Say, listen, you're in a game here. You know what I mean? You're in a. This is war. Do you get me? We're out here.
Trust
You
battle,
know what I mean? And
trenches.
if you ain't doing that, then like, what else is gonna happen? Like, you're playing against City.
do you
You know what I
think
mean?
it's do you think us not playing a game, well, a Premier League game in about a month, had
That ain't
anything to
got
do with
nothing to
yesterday's result?
do. That ain't got nothing to do with it. This is a derby. This is Man City. This is one of the biggest games of the season, bro. Like, what else is gonna get you up for a game?
There you go. Can I just add to what Skur just said? Yeah, this is one of the
Mm.
biggest games of the season. Why is Ronaldo on the bench?
Yeah,
Why?
exactly. All them man there.
Why?
That I know
Rashford's not
we're
even
saying he's
fit.
old
Ah,
and all
bruv.
of that,
Rashford's
but
not
come
even
on,
fit.
bro. We're
Bro,
saying
Rashford
Ronaldo's
trained
old.
all week. Rashford's fit, bro. Let Rashford was
Late
fit.
fitness test,
Let-
Dre. But yeah, I
he
just wanted
trained
to
all
add
week.
that.
He
I
trained
just
all
wanted
week.
Ronaldo,
to
To
add
do
that
what
bit.
United's old,
Ten
he's
Hag
finished
wanted to
already.
do, to do what Ten Hag wants to do, Ronaldo can't do at his age, bro. It's
I
So
facts.
why
understand.
He can't
why
do it.
Understand
keep
that,
him at
but
the club?
big players, big games, mate.
Big
No
Simple.
one
games for
came
me.
in for him.
Simple
No
tick.
one came in for
Gets a
him.
tick for me today. Yesterday, he gets a tick for me all day. Doesn't matter
Mm.
who I rate in that team, Rashford, Marshall, Ronaldo gets a tick. Because see the
For what?
thing, yeah,
Giving that assist
because
is
there's
gonna
no
take
point having
it.
him at the club, Dre. Big game, Dre. That's Ronaldo. Players are nervous just from
What's he
playing
gonna do?
against Ronaldo.
What would Ronaldo done yesterday? He ain't gonna score, bruv.
Can't
Where is he
see
getting
how.
the he's the number one guy that relies on service, bruv. Where is he
Uh,
getting
can,
service from yesterday?
can I just say, he was a top
Thank
scorer
you.
for Man United last season.
It don't matter about last season. I'm talking about right now.
Oh, that is a
Where you
violation,
say,
Dre.
yeah, you say when Rashford plays up front, he didn't get no service, yeah. What does Ronaldo rely on? Because you
He's
can't
good in
create
the
nothing for
air,
himself no more,
but
bro.
he's good in the air, Dre. He gives us
So
the
if he's good in
options.
the
We can
air,
get
what does he
balls in
need?
the box.
Service.
Yeah,
Where is
but
he
we can
getting
whip
balls in
balls
the air
in.
from? Where you can't knock
We,
the ball over the top.
that give us a
You
different
can't knock the ball
dimension of
over the top
attack.
for him. You can't
Do
run
you
in
get
behind
my
a
point?
Kanji and Ake. A Kanji and Ake had a bloody picnic yesterday. They're both crap. They're both
Dre,
crap, bro.
I don't see what's the point of
Ronaldo,
having Cristiano
Cristiano
Ronaldo at
Ronaldo
the
relies
club.
on service. I've been said that. I said we should have
But,
got rid of him in the
so
summer.
why have him at the club though to play
No
against who?
one came in
Bournemouth.
for him. No one wants him. He's
That's
dead.
not what reports are saying. Reports are saying he
I
had.
watched him against Spain, but he played for Portugal. He was absolutely horrific. He's dead. Unless the ball's right in front of him or in the air, he cannot do nothing. Nothing
Let's
at all.
let's
He's
not write
done.
him off after one
He's
game, Dre.
cooked.
But
After what
Dre,
one game?
after the
He
Spain game, you
can't
just said,
press.
didn't it?
He can't press. Can't do none of that. What's he in the team for? Why is he at the club?
Thank you. That's the question needs to be
Today they
answered
should have
by
just
Ten
ripped.
Hag.
If that was me, I would have ripped up his contract today. Say, go and do what you want to do. Why is he at
Jay,
United?
Jay,
Why is he there?
alright, bro.
If I'm big man, if I'm Cristiano Ronaldo and I can't start in that game, there is no. And I'm one of the greatest goal scorers in the history of football. One of the greatest players ever. And I can't get in the team for that. Marcus Rashford, we haven't had a Premier League game in a month. And Rashford got injured in that game, yeah? He's been out for 3 weeks and trained last week. And man started ahead of me. Why am I at the club? Why am I at the club? I might as well leave.
Thank you. That's the point I wanted to get at, but yeah. It's back
But he shouldn't have started yesterday.
Why not? But Jay,
What's he gonna
that's a
do?
whole nother debate. Like, because for me, as I said, I just wanted to add what Sker's saying. In the derby, biggest game of the season for United fans, you come on, man. You got to put Christie out there, man. Plus, we've already played
To do
against
what?
Liverpool.
He's not gonna score. He's not gonna score.
Well, let's agree to disagree on that one.
Wait.
Jay,
What
Jay,
chances? What
Jay,
chances would if he
Jay,
scored yesterday that Rashford didn't score?
Jay,
It's
That's all I'm
you're
gonna say.
making,
That's all I'm gonna
you're
say.
making, you're making it sound like we got Lukaku coming off the pitch, on the pitch, mate. It's
You could have
bloody
had Pele.
Ronaldo, bro.
You could have had Pele,
You're
prime Shevchenko, prime Inzaghi, prime Ronaldo, R9 up front yesterday. They're not gonna score for United, bro.
Oh,
Not
man.
gonna score because
fair,
what was created for them?
fair enough, Jay. But on to the second
That's all
goal.
I'm talking about. Go on then.
Yeah, on to the second goal, my brother. Yeah. After that happened, that was from a header. Cristiano Ronaldo again gives us another dimension with height in the box, defending crosses. All right, it's a different ball game when he's out there, Dre. Let's just be honest, like. But I let you go forward, bro, because Christie is a debate is never ending. That's Christie, Dre, one of the best goal scorers ever in the history of football. Come on, man.
That's great.
Give,
That's 38-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, I don't care. You can go. Anyway, on to the second goal. Um, why the hell was Christian Eriksen man marking Erling Haaland, bruv?
Eric Ten Hag.
What's
And
that?
then
The
what the
second
hell
one?
was Malacia doing? What the hell was Malacia? Well, I don't know what he was doing, but if he was on the back, if he actually stayed on the post, probably would have that goal probably would have been scored.
I think
You,
that's it. I think that's the team's fault, to be honest with you, because um, what's the thing was off the pitch then, innit, for Ran, right?
true. That's why
So
they lack the height. So yeah,
exactly. So
Skur's right.
it's a collective thing on the pitch where they should have organised who should have picked up Haaland. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
and they
So
gave him to Ericsson. That's why the in-game management of Eric Ten Hag was poor yesterday. He had a baptism of fire yesterday, bro. I'm telling you.
we can only hope he's just learning from it. You know what I mean? This is the Premier League.
You know what? Yeah, I feel like let's not even talk about the goals, innit? Because everyone was rubbish yesterday. There's a lot of blame to go with, but I just feel like a lot of this result yesterday has got to go down to Ten Hag, innit? Simply because, like Ronaldo said, the in-game management was absolutely horrific. Like to me, in derbies, yeah, it's about the players, but it's also about the managers, isn't it? That's when you earn your bread and butter. The big games. That's where the Alan Pardew's get separated from the Alex Fergusons. You get me? And yesterday, Ten Hag showed me he's borderline Alan Pardew because you can see what's happening in the first 5 minutes. First 5 minutes, you can see what's going on. You don't think to say, "Yo, Bruno, stop the pressing business. I need you to help out Scotty and Ericsson. Just keep it compact. Cool. All right. Let in a goal, whatever. Cool. Tell them to stop Stop being so open. Just play a bit tighter. Play closer together. They've got too much space. You still think it's necessary to go toe to toe with them. Cool. They bagged 3 goals, I think, in what, 7 minutes or something like that? And in the
Yeah,
space of 7 minutes, you've gone from 1-0 down to 4-0 down and the game's gone. You still do nothing. You just bring on like for like subs. To me, that's terrible. Absolutely terrible. The whole setup was wrong. Everything was wrong yesterday. Even from what I watched, even the first goal from what I watched, I knew we're not winning this game. And it's going to be a long day. Manager, like, bruv. To me, if you're an elite, a top manager, you have to react, bruv. You have to react. You can, like I said before we come on air, you've got 5 subs, bruv. You can change half of the outfield players, bruv. Like if this, you've got one of the best in his world in his position sitting on the bench. You see, it's got a bit mad. Bruv, it was 1-0 after like 20 minutes, bruv. After 20 minutes, just say, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not trying to lose today. We might sneak a 1-1 or, whatever. I'm going to take off, I don't know, Ericsson and just slap him with Casemiro and McTominay. Just say, don't move. And just let Bruno try and do something. But no, it's just pure naivety. Ronaldo, what's your thoughts on how Ericsson set up yesterday?
Ten
I mean,
Hag, yeah,
Ten Hag. Yeah, Ten Hag.
boy, like I'm so disappointed, yeah. I haven't been this embarrassed as a United fan, yeah, in a long time. And like we've been losing a lot. We've been doing silly things, we've been losing, but I'm starting to think my team's getting used to losing like this. It's worrying, like there was no fight. Like forget how he set up, yeah. To play a football game, first you gotta have belief in it, like a mental state that yeah, I'm in a derby game, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna run, I'm gonna tackle, then quality comes into it. Yesterday, yeah, the team turn up. It's like 7 minutes, 1-0. Before 1-0, they could have scored. It could have been 1-0 in like 2, 3 minutes.
Do
So
you
as
do
a
you think
manager,
they
yeah, as a
do you
manager,
think
sorry,
they
Jay,
oh god.
yeah, but as a manager, yeah, like you see that in it. Like you can see your team's on the back foot. You're gonna concede a goal. You can see it coming. 7 minutes, it happened. You did nothing. 2-0 down. You did nothing. 3-0 down. It's a full substitution. You get what I mean? Like you did nothing to react to the game, bro. Nothing. At halftime, you brought one player on. You're 4-0 down at halftime, and you're making one sub. You've got 5 subs. This is a derby game. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Damage limitations, man. You gotta shut up shop, man. For me, you gotta shut up shop. So
Mm.
that's poor from Ten Hag. That just shows the apprentice coming out. I hate to say it, but it shows, innit? He's got a long way to go, man.
And and here's the difference between elite managers and I think Ten Hag froze yesterday, innit? Someone had got a bit nervous about what was going on in front of him, innit? He's probably never experienced what City were doing to him yesterday, innit? But you look at the North London derby the day before, we're going to touch on it in a bit. It was 1-1 at half time. Arsenal took the lead, and then my man got sent off, and then Xhaka made it 3-1. Arsenal on top. Could have been more. What did Conte do? He made 5 subs all at once. All defensive-minded players say, you're not scoring no more goals today. We're going to hold this 3-1 and go back down the road to Tottenham, bruv. Simple. You see, if he'd
Yeah.
have just done that, calm. But to me, you got 5 subs. I wouldn't even been mad if you made substitutions in the first half. At least show me that you're trying to rectify the mistake of what you did by starting that team in it. But you've done nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I think I don't know if he was shocked by what City were doing. I don't know if the players were shocked by what City were doing. But shocking all around, isn't it? Absolutely shocking. Um, don't know where we go from it, but in terms of yesterday's game, considering the 4 games you had before that, are we worried about what might come in the next few games of Man United, or are we just taking that as it's just Manchester City and boy, it can happen
To
to
be
even the
honest,
best teams. They've slapped up even better teams than us.
to be honest, I'm not worried. I'm still believing in this process that Den Hag is trying to work on the team because I can see a difference. I just think yesterday that we were just scared and that I think our manager was scared as well. And obviously, I hope we just grow from this and move on. You know what I mean? But it was a tough one to take, man. 6-3, man. But at least we scored some goals and made it more respectable than a 6-0 or 6-1 or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
What are you saying, Ronaldo? Are you worried about that result yesterday and the future games coming up?
Mate, right now, yeah. I'm panicking, bro. Honestly, yeah. I'm so happy that we got a game on Thursday, yeah. That's gonna, get the cobwebs out, get few of the, because there's a lot of players looking at themselves now in the mirror, like doubting themselves right now, bro. I'm telling you, like that's a knock to the confidence. There's a lot of players like gonna get dropped from the team, and it's how they deal with it. I'm telling you, because getting beat like that, it has to be drastic changes. Do you get what I mean? It has to be. You can't ignore the fact that you've got a team that's gonna crumble. Like Malaysia and that. Yesterday was too much for him, bro. From
That's
kickoff,
very true.
he
That
looked
he was
like a
doing
fish out of
silliness.
water. Yeah,
Yeah.
like he just looked nervous. It shows that he's still
Dallo,
young.
even Dallo, even Dallo
With,
just looked
within 2 minutes, he got a yellow card,
with a
bro. It
yellow
was
card. Yeah. I think
like,
he was trying to do the whole okay, rile up the crowd, get a tackle in, but nah.
do you know what I'm saying? We're on the back foot. They nearly scored from that attack, but that's what I'm saying. I'm worried, bro. I'm worried for United,
So
bro.
who do you think from that team that started yesterday, whose place is definitely on the line? Come we play I'm not even counting Europa League. Next Sunday, 7:30 or 7:45, we're going to Everton, bruv. Under the lights,
Interesting.
Goodison Park. They're going to be up for it. If you think the atmosphere last weekend yesterday was too much for them, it might be too much for them next Sunday at Goodison. Who do you think's going to be dropped for that game?
Obviously, Varane's gonna be out. He's injured, so I think Malaysia is gonna get a rest as well. But the thing about Malaysia, yeah, he's versatile. He can play right back as well. So I just think that he needs a break, though. He needs a break, like, you know what I mean? He's new, needs a break, come back in the team. That's fine. I expected that.
But
Like,
we
we need a
we
bit
haven't played
experience right now.
we haven't played a game. We've played 2 games since we beat Arsenal a month ago. Does he need
Yeah,
a
but
break?
still, that's the thing, Jay. Like, the consistency he showed is brilliant. Do you know what I mean? But remember, like, it needs time to settle in the league as well. Like, so big games, I don't mind bringing in an experienced player. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, times like now when the team's rattled, there's a few players that could take a break out of the team. It's 38 games. It's a squad. That's why it's there. Like, some players, they
So
need
you're
to come
you're
off the
happy to see
bench.
Luke Shaw start
Yeah,
next Sunday?
yeah. I'll be all right with that because he hasn't played.
Nah,
You see, this
nah.
is a professional sport. If he's doing what he's supposed to do, training every week, getting ready, getting fit, that's why he's there. Like for when the manager call on him. Do you know what I mean? Hence the reason why I say Ronaldo should be out there, Jay. He's fit, he's ready to go. He hasn't played Luke Shaw. And he's an experienced player. For him to come in, if he messes up, then come on, man. It it's like asking for one. good performance out of 8 games, 9 games. Come on, Jay, man.
Luke
Surely as
Shaw
a
don't
pro,
give you that.
but
When's the
surely,
last when's the last time
sure,
Luke Shaw gave
sure,
you a good
but you
performance?
get me though, Skirt. You know what I'm saying, ain't it, Skirt? Like, surely as a pro, yeah, you're allowed to put in at least one good performance during 8 games if you're
When's the
called
last
upon.
time he gave you a good performance?
Last
Hey,
England game.
The last
Last
time I saw
England
him in a
game.
United shirt
He was
was
superb.
you get what I
Brentford.
mean?
He was superb out there at Wembley, mate.
Who?
Superb.
There you go.
Who?
There you go.
You want Luke Shaw?
Against who?
Luke Shaw.
Against who?
Germany.
Ah,
Germany.
that's England, bruv. He plays his heart out for his bum boy Gareth Southgate, innit? The last time I saw him in United shirt, he was getting sat on his bum against Brentford.
Oh, mate.
So
Every game I
I'm with you, Skervin. I'm not worried about um yesterday's result. To be honest, it's happened to better teams than us, bruv. Better teams than us
right
have
there.
gone to the.
We're gonna go.
To me, I just
No.
want to see the bounce back. This is what I want to see. We've had the little good upturn in form. We've got battered. You know. Now, what's the
We're not at
character of
that
this?
level.
What's the makeup of this team now? Are we going to bounce back and get a win? We're not ready for nothing. I've been said that. But what's the makeup of this team? Are we going to do what we usually do and lose another game, or are we going to bounce back with a win? Simple. I think we'll beat Everton next Sunday. I'm not even worried about that.
This is it. We've turned Arsenal now. And now Arsenal's on the up. Man. Okay.
This
They've
is
had a
the
good
thing.
start to the season, but
I think Arsenal's ahead of us in the process. Like, the manager needs more players for me to say that. I'm not confident in the players. Like,
of
fair
course
enough,
not.
certain players been playing well and we went on a run, but now is the time for him to show this is the team moving
You,
forward. You know
you,
what I mean?
you.
Like,
Well, Martial starts next week against Everton. That's a fact. That's the start now.
there you go. You get what I'm saying?
So,
Like, let's
so
see,
let's see who starts on the left.
happens.
Is it Rashford or Sancho?
Let's see what happens. Let's see what the team going forward. Because for me, Ronaldo needs to play.
Play
I'm
where?
telling you, up front, Jay. He needs to play. He needs to play, Jay.
So
Otherwise, yeah,
wait. What's he done to warrant starting for the team?
he's a top scorer, Jay.
Who's the top goal scorer?
Ronaldo last season.
That's last
He
season.
asked.
Man
I
He was
said
the
don't
he's
manager
understand.
last season.
I don't
man said he's
understand.
the top goal scorer.
I don't
Last
understand,
season.
Jay, we're gonna debate
Last
about this,
season,
but
bruv.
how can you be the top scorer for a
What's he
club,
done
yeah,
this season?
having the reputation you have, yeah, and a new manager come in and you can't even get in the team? How would you feel? And he's
Well,
keeping
this
you at the
is what
club
I'm
for what?
saying. Who was the manager last season?
Doesn't matter,
Is
Jay.
there not a
Doesn't
new
matter.
manager? There's a new manager that plays a different way. Man does not
Well,
fit into where he wants to play. He doesn't even want him at the club. This is the same Ronaldo that tried to leave. The same Ronaldo that was fit enough to do pre-season, but man went on holiday. Turned up the last week of pre-season. And then what was it? A couple weeks before the end of the transfer window. Oh, in 2 weeks' time, I'll tell my story. 2 weeks'
wouldn't you
time,
say
been
the
gone,
club?
bruv.
Wouldn't you
Two
say the
weeks'
club's
time, been
forcing him
gone.
to stay? Wouldn't you say they're forcing him to stay?
No one came in for him. No one wants him.
That
No
not
one wants Cristiano
reports.
Ronaldo.
Reports yesterday after the game saying he had multiple offers. Roy Keane
From
stated
where?
that live on Sky Sports. He said he knows for a fact Ronaldo had 4 or 5 offers. They're
So
mates.
where
He
were the
said this is a
offers?
fact. This is
So
a
where
fact.
were the offers? Who came in for him?
Dre, I'm just
Who's
telling
paid
you
him
what the reports are.
£500,000 a week?
I'm just telling you what the reports are. And United made the decision to keep him for what? I don't get it. It's confusing to me. That's all I'm saying, because now that the team's lost 6-3, yeah, 4-0 at half time. Let's put the scores in perspective, yeah. So we was out of the game was over, innit? Finished, whitewashed, yeah. How do you move on from here? It shows that you need to bring experienced play in the team. If you're building a team, yeah, for the future. You need winners, man. I'm being real.
Bruv.
It's
You can
that's his
have
job,
winners
innit,
sitting on the
Dre?
bench.
It's,
You can have
it's
winners
his
sitting on
job.
the bench,
It's his
cheerleading.
job now to pick the best 11 moving forward, innit?
And
There's
it
no
don't include Ronaldo, bruv.
all right. Let me just make this point. Yeah, there's no the team's been playing well for 4 games, or this guy's been in the team and we what? No, the team's lost now. Now is the time to pick your best 11 and let players know this is the starting 11. Everyone's fit except Varane. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right, that's
Harry Maguire.
okay, cool. Last week when we did this pod, who said Ronaldo should be in the starting 11? No one. No one said Ronaldo should be in the starting 11.
I thought
Dre.
And it's a
I said,
Manchester derby, no?
I said, Rashford
Biggest game.
was
You start
fit
your best players, no?
on the day.
Everyone said
Rashford
Rashford
had a
should
late
play.
no, because we thought Rashford was ready fit, Dre. But Rashford had
We
a
knew
fitness
Rashford was
test
injured.
on the day. I didn't know he was gonna have a fitness test on the day. I thought he was fit from before he got called up. He just said I'm injured because he didn't want to go England. That's what I thought, to be honest.
Bro,
I
he
thought
was
he was
injured from the Arsenal game. He had a hamstring injury. He even said it.
yeah, I didn't know that he actually had a fitness test on the day, Dre. Come on, man. On the day, that shows you that you know what I'm saying, you ain't been training for long. Shows that, you know what I'm saying, you probably trained 2 days or something. Like, come on, man, play Ronaldo, man. Bring Rashi on in it. That's my point. I'm not saying
I
Rashford
won't even
shouldn't play
bring
in the game, but I rather he start with Ronaldo, the player that's fit,
Rashford
and then
useless, to be honest.
bring even Martial had a fitness test as well on the day. You get me? So
Yeah,
it
bro, you
shows.
have to. Yeah, Marcus, what's his name? Martial's played 45 minutes.
That's my point, Jay. Get my but there you go in it. You play 2 players that had a fitness test, and you got Cristiano Ronaldo. So for me,
And
moving
Martial
forward, I
scored
want to
twice.
game's over, pal. Ronaldo, the
You
game, but
still have to put the ball in the
that's
back of the net.
that's
You still have to put the
debatable.
ball in the back of the net.
Hey, but that's debatable. But I get you though.
Penalty top
I get you.
bins.
At the end
Penalty
of the
top
day, he
bins.
scored. You know what I'm saying? That's
And
good
that
for
was
his
a poacher's
confidence.
finish. That was a poacher's finish. The first one
It,
by Martial as well. Poacher's finish.
it's good for his confidence that he came
When
on
is
and
the last
gets
time
him
you
a goal.
see Rashford do a poacher's finish?
I like Jay, man. Let's not compare these players now,
I'm just
Red
asking the
flag.
question, innit?
like, because Rashford's bagged, already bagged against. The game was over, bro. I'm happy for Martial. Let's see how the team moves forward from now, innit? That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. It's a squad as well, yeah. So the manager needs to know how to use the squad. At the end of the day, all these players can't play every game, innit? It's when you're called upon, bro. Be ready, innit? That's all I'm saying. If you're
yeah.
not ready and you're shuffling, don't be moaning if you're on the bench, bro. You get me, bro? Because that City, I don't see Pep playing, man, because he's winning. The next team might be a different team, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, next game, it might be a
Yeah, that's
whole
true.
different team.
He picked Pep picks a team that's suited to the team he's playing
Thank you.
against.
Thank you. That's my point. What I'm saying. So that's why he's got all them quality players there because he uses them.
But you see with Ten Hag here, because he hasn't give Casemiro proper run out, or even started him in a game, a proper game since he's joined, he's probably shook to start him against Manchester City, innit? When
So
really,
why?
in
Go on.
truth, you should have just gave Casemiro a start against Arsenal. In hindsight,
I've said it from Arsenal, but
Yeah,
yeah,
you
go on,
can't be
bro.
scared. You can't be scared of
Big
playing
game
but at the end
them.
of the
today.
day, Scott McTominay was playing well enough that you can't drop him, which is
Jay,
true.
why not? How
Wait,
does
wait,
Pep drop
wait, wait.
players? Please explain that
But
to
this
me
is what I'm
then.
saying.
How does
Here's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's different because
yeah,
Pep's got players where he could take one player out, put another player in, and the levels doesn't drop in it.
that's
Do
my
you know what I'm saying?
point. So why
But hear
United
me out.
can't?
Hear me out.
Yeah,
Hear me out. Yeah, with McTominay, he's playing above and beyond his actual level, in it. So he's probably thinking, for morale, I can't drop him. And he's been true to
fair.
his word. If you're playing well, you're staying in the team. It's facts. Yeah, it's facts. Yeah, certain players are not better than certain players on the bench. I.e., you could say Rashford's not better than Ronaldo up top in it, but Rashford was scoring goals. It's all right. Cool. You stay in the team. Fair enough. Cool. But now he's got to look at it in a different light, innit? Now, boom,
Uh,
Martial
eh,
has to play up front now. He's bagged 2 goals, and he played all right when he come on.
this, this,
Certain man
this is
like
no,
Sancho, wait, certain man like Sancho, I'm not gonna lie, might have to get dropped. So he's got decisions to make. After Saturday's display, Casemiro has to come in the team. You know what I mean? Simple like that.
but
But certain players like
Jay,
Malacia, for example, you've got to look at it that right. Was it a very bad game or was it just Manchester City? Is Luke Shaw any better than what's Malacia? No. So you might as
but
well stick with Malacia, innit?
yeah, but can I make a point?
Go on.
Yes, he's not a better than Luke Shaw, but Luke Shaw is a more experienced player than him in the Premier League. So he's at the club. He is a pro player. So I reckon certain games you can give the lad a break, Jay. Like say he's played
Yeah,
five, six
but we're
games in
not.
a
We
row.
haven't
You
played
get
that.
what I mean?
But
No,
we have not played a
that's what I'm
Premier League
saying.
game in a month. We don't need a
Yeah,
break.
but still, yeah, it's the demands, Jay, the consistency.
He
Do you
can
know?
play in the Luke
You get
Shaw
what
can
I
play in the
mean?
Europa League. Luke Shaw can play in the Europa League.
I hear you, I hear you, bro. But it, it's
This
a
is true
tricky one.
though.
It's a tricky one, but
End of the
Sker,
day,
yeah, Sker, wouldn't you say that's nursery rhyme stuff about if you're playing well, you stay in the team? No, bro. All good teams play certain players because tactically for certain teams, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like you get my
yeah,
point. You can't just
yeah.
say
what?
That's why you got a squad, innit? Like you have to utilize your squad and
thank you,
have
Sker.
faith. You
Bruv,
have to have faith.
we're not
Yeah,
in February. We just started the
bruv,
season, bruv.
but you got to have faith in your squad, though, bruv.
Squad
You
for
got to.
But
it's
you
a
gotta
squad
have
If
faith
thing,
you
in the
Jay.
players that are playing well, bruv. Like it's the
Of
Jay,
truth.
course,
You gotta
Jay,
have
of course,
I
of
agree,
course.
Jay. But Jay,
wait,
you got
wait. Out of that team that started yesterday, who deserved to be benched? For anyone on that
Scott
bench.
Scott McTominay needs a
McTominay.
break. He needs a
Wait, so
break,
if we'd have
bro.
lost 6-3 with Casemiro playing, yeah,
I
with
doubt that would have
Ericsson,
happened.
wait, if we'd have lost 6-3 with Casemiro playing, I guarantee you for a fact, everyone would have been saying, why did you drop McTominay? He was
Yeah,
playing well.
that's
It's
hindsight, Jay. Like
hindsight.
you
It's,
say.
it's
Yeah,
high.
you can
Yeah,
say
so what you're
you
saying
can,
is hindsight.
but but wouldn't you say off reputation and occasion and the what would you say that just this
Five-time
game?
Champions League
Yeah,
winner, bro.
just this
Come
game
on.
is one of the biggest. I don't know how to stress it, Jay. Like, come on, wouldn't you say this is the reason why you got Casemiro?
And you
For
know what?
me,
And
for me,
you know
I
what as well? Sorry to cut you. Sorry to cut you, bro. But Casemiro always has his best games in big games, bro.
thank you.
Big games, bro. The
Game
best,
player.
best, best of Casemiro is big games, bro.
Yeah,
Always, bro.
Playing for Real Madrid.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
bro,
but
he's still playing football, bro. He's still on the
Jay,
You know
green
what I'm saying?
circuit.
Well, you're,
Jay,
you're saying
come
the
on,
same
Jay,
team,
man.
bro.
All right, Jay,
He's-
wouldn't you say that? Sorry, Sky. Wouldn't you say the Madrid derby is on the same level as the Manchester derby? Come on, Jay. Let's be real.
It's bigger than a Manchester derby.
There you go. You see how I set you up there. So there you go,
But what's
Sky.
the
You
point?
see, it's
But
good.
what's your
No,
point?
it
He
shows,
starts
but it
every week.
shows
He
that
starts every week for Real Madrid. That's number
yeah,
one.
because he's a
And number
quality
two,
player.
he's playing with Modric and Cruz.
So it shows that he can play with Ericsson. In my eyes, yeah, I'm thinking, surely he can play with Ericsson. Come on, bro. He can sit and let Ericsson do what he needs to do. I'm,
Sit and
bro.
do, bro. If he'd have played yesterday, it would have been no different. Would have still got spanked
Nah,
6-3, bro.
he would. You can't say that. That's
He's not stopping none of
experienced
them
players
goals,
there.
bro.
I guarantee
What's
you
he
would have
gonna do?
fouled someone. I guarantee you would have stopped one of them goals from before.
So it would have been five
before.
three then.
But bro, like I said in it, going forward, we're gonna see the team in it. I understand players need to settle in it. I really do, because obviously it's a new country. I fully agree with that in it. Like,
What was his
you
first
know what I'm
game? It should
saying?
have been Southampton. That game, you should have just started. What's his name? Casemiro. The longer you leave him out, you leave it harder to leave out McTominay. You know what I'm saying?
Why? Why though, Jay? Tactically, you
McTominay's
want to
playing
keep the
well.
ball.
I know McTominay's shit. I've been saying he's a rugby player for years. He's an industry plant, innit? But if you're playing well, you're playing well, innit? You don't deserve to come out of the team. it's basically it would be like the Ollie days, isn't it? When certain man were playing shit every week and still staying in the team. But it's the other way around. Man's playing well, so he deserves to keep his place in the team, innit? Simple.
That's silly for me. But
Right.
yeah, I
For
hear you.
example,
Yeah.
yeah. For example, say if like hindsight, if we had a good start to the season and Maguire was playing well, yeah, with Martinez, yeah, and we've got Varane on the bench. At what point, who gets dropped for Varane?
Is that a trick question, bro? What do you mean who
Okay,
gets dropped?
but
Nah,
wait, if Maguire's playing well, who gets dropped in it? Do you know what I'm saying? You can't drop man because if he's playing badly. Well, I mean, if he's playing well, you can't drop him. He's playing well.
Did you remember that Ronaldo and Varane was on the bench when we lost them 2 games?
I said
Did you
in
remember?
hindsight, if we had a good start to the season and Maguire was
Bro-
playing well with Martinez, you just can't put, and they've got a good partnership together. You can't just take out Maguire and put in Varane.
Of course you can.
So Maguire's supposed to go World Cup then, yeah?
Of course you can, Jay. Of course it. See,
I,
Jay,
in
we see it
hindsight,
differently.
I'm talking in hindsight, innit?
Now we see it
Maguire
differently because
shouldn't go to
I
World Cup.
see it like this, yeah. Say for instance, yeah, say I don't even wanna Maguire's injured, innit? Say Vicky comes in now, for example. We're playing well. Say we won 6 games in a row with Victoria Lindelof, yeah? He still needs to come out of the team. That's my point. He still needs to come out of the team.
Wait,
I'm
so
just
you're going to
saying
take
no.
Lindelof out the team for Maguire?
Yes. Yeah, see, that's what I see. He still has to come out of the team. Like for Varane, you see, once the guy on the bench is better than you, yeah, you're playing well. That's your job, bro. You're doing well. Yes, carry on, lad. But the player that's better than you, for him to get benched, he has to come in the team and mess up. Then he can get benched.
So
Like,
now he's messed up. Now McTominay's messed up. He can sit on the bench.
No, Jay. There's a difference between big games, yeah, and average games, innit? Yesterday was a big game. It's all right if you give him a break and then bring him back in the team for Everton. You can't play these man in these games, Jay. You know what's gonna happen, man. They're not good enough. You know what I mean? Like it's hope with these man. With Casemiro, the
But
quality's there.
um,
You get my point?
but in the
Like
same,
he's not gonna.
I've seen McTominay score winners in Manchester derbies though.
Jay, come on,
He
man.
turns up in
Let's
Oh,
Manchester
come
derbies
on,
though.
Jay.
you know what I mean? Like, come on, Jay.
I'm
Like,
just
let's
saying.
not get ahead of ourselves. Let's
Has he
stay.
not? Him and Fred have been a part of a Manchester United team that's won a Manchester derby. A couple, I think.
Yeah, I
A
remember them
few
days,
actually. A
but
few.
yet still they
Yeah.
don't
Hold
get
up.
credit
Are
for
you
that.
hold up? Are you back
I'm
in
not defending him. Man.
McTominay?
Ollie,
No, I'm not. I'm
he's
just
backing
saying.
Ollie for what?
You're really back in
No, Jay,
McTominay.
you can't get out of this one, mate.
Nah.
Finally,
I'm not backing
finally,
Ollie. What you talking about?
finally, he's
I'm not
giving Ollie
backing that.
credits, guy.
No, I'm not giving credit.
Finally,
I'm just putting out
finally.
3 games where McTominay's won against Manchester City,
Yeah, that's
where
Ollie.
he's been an important part of the win.
That was then, Dre. There's a lot of players that's been an important part of
Yeah,
wins.
just like Cristiano Ronaldo being top scorer was then last season.
Please not put Scott McTominay. I can't even say his name in the same sentence. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. All I'm saying is, yeah, Scotty's doing well, and I appreciate that. Brilliant. Long may it continue. But when there's big games, big occasions, you need your best players out there, man. That's how I see it, innit? You need your best players on the pitch, man. Get me?
You could have had your best players out. You could have had Ronaldo and Casemiro out there yesterday. We still would have got smacked. 100%. Because the setup was wrong. You ain't even got no outlet. Who's breaking the lines in that front three if Ronaldo's playing?
Players around him, Jay. What do you mean?
Who?
Anthony. It's going to free up Anthony because players are going to be close to Ronaldo. It free up space for other players. Sancho.
He can't even hold up a fucking newspaper, bro. Let alone a ball
Nah,
up top, bro.
don't say that. Don't say that, Jay. Come on, man. That's Cristiano Ronaldo you're talking about. But let's see how the team moves forward from now, innit? let's see. It's interesting to see because I don't know, man. I think we're gonna draw
Ronaldo's
against Everton.
worried. I think we're gonna win comfortably. Our next 3 games, yeah. Wow, our
Yeah.
next 4 games are a bit mad still. Our next 3 games, yeah. I just want you to predict the results, yeah. So Everton away, Newcastle at home, and Tottenham at home. How many points do you see us getting out of those games?
6.
Oh. Who we
6.
losing to?
Tottenham.
Oh.
If we turn up like we turned up yesterday against Tottenham,
Ah,
Tottenham will go forever.
Tottenham are shit. Still gonna win the league though.
Hold on. What did you just say? Tottenham or what?
Tottenham are shit, but they're still gonna win the league. Confident, fact.
Oh. Alright, fam.
Hey,
Alright.
this guy Ronaldo's on me today, bruv. He's on my everything I say. It's like he's got the Dre Bible, bruv. He's going back to Dre chapter
Nah,
2, verse 3, bruv. I remember when he said this.
that's scared. You gotta hold a man accountable for saying Tottenham's gonna win the league, bro.
I understand
I've
you.
never heard that. Not even Tottenham fans believe that. You know that.
Yeah.
Hey,
But I don't
anyway,
know, man.
as I was saying, the game after Tottenham's Chelsea away as well. Well, we got some difficult games coming up. Anyway, so Skervin says 6 points from the next 3 games. We're going to lose against Tottenham. What's your views on the next 3 games, Ronaldo? How many points we're going to pick up?
Need 7. That's what I'm saying. So there ain't no losses in there. Know what I mean? But heart's telling me like 3 points.
Your heart
Serious.
telling you
That's
3 points from the next 3
yeah.
games.
Watching my team
Ah,
yesterday, I have no hope, bro. I've lost hope. Like I
wow.
need to see the Everton game, man. There's no fight in my team, man.
It's a 3 points.
We
I
ain't got
think,
no,
yeah, there was
we
fight in
ain't
the
got no
second half.
heart. Fair play.
You know, and I'm not saying it was proper fight. I'm saying it's Man United fight. Considering the Brentford fight, well, we didn't show no fight in the second half. We actually scored goals in the second half. I'm not saying it's something that we can be happy about, but it showed me a lot more than what they showed me against Brentford. You know what I'm saying? So, don't be too downbeat, mate. Don't be too
Cool.
downbeat. You
Try
know what I
not
mean?
to, but like I say, I need 7 points, but my heart's telling me 3 points, man.
Whoa. Who are we going to lose
It's
against out of those 3?
Newcastle and Totty.
Okay. Um, I think we're going to get some. My heart says 9 points. I think that's achievable. But I think we're going to get 7 points. I think we'll beat Newcastle. I think we'll beat Everton. We're going to draw against Newcastle. I think that's after Europa League game. Sunday, 2 o'clock, bit iffy. And I think we'll beat Tottenham. Come on.
What the league winners?
Yeah.
I know how they gonna win the league, bro. If they keep losing every week.
Well,
Just asking.
Saturday was their first defeat, isn't it?
Fair
Thank you.
play.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Moving on. Since we talk about Tottenham, there was another derby at the weekend. Down in North London. The league leaders, 7 wins from 8. Some might say it was another test of their mettle. They passed with flying colours. Arsenal 3, Tottenham 1. Did everyone watch the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we saying now? Did Arsenal pass the test and are they the real McCoy?
Well, I'll leave that answer. I'll leave that question to you because a few weeks ago you were saying, they don't need to worry about Arsenal. Arsenal, are Arsenal. It's up to you. Your question. What you saying now?
I'm not moved.
What?
What? Come on, Jay. Come on,
Mate,
Jay.
mate,
I'm
you're
not
moving
moved.
like Ty, You're really moving like Ty, cuz.
I'm not moved. You know why I'm not? Probably it's a derby game, innit? Anything could happen on Derby Day.
Trey, man.
You know what I mean?
Trey,
They got
Trey,
Liverpool
Trey.
next week. They got Liverpool next week. Show
Wait,
me
wait.
something then.
Before I ask you a question, yeah, let me just say,
Right.
Jay, you gotta let that rivalry go, bro. That's
There is
years
no
ago, bro.
rivalry. What is going
You
on
gotta,
with you guys, bro?
you gotta let it go, but
Just,
Jay's never gonna admit Arsenal's a good team. So if they beat
I've never
Liverpool,
said they're not a good team. I said
okay, so
they are a good team. They are a good team.
are they a better team than United?
What are we judging this by?
I don't matter. Let's move on because that's that's a whole different debate. Yeah, I wouldn't say they're better than us. Our players are better than theirs, but they're ahead of us in the process. Like as a squad, as a team, yeah, and what the manager
They
wants
have
from them.
had easier fixtures than us,
All right, cool.
and it's
I
been.
agree
They
because
even
we
said
played
it. They
City.
even said
Yeah,
it. On the it was either BT on Saturday or on Sky yesterday. I think it was BT where they said Arsenal, Tottenham, and City have had the easiest games judged by league position of every team they've played this season. Arsenal's average league position of teams they've played are 14th.
yeah, Jay.
The
I get
only
you
top team they
statistically. I
played
agree.
is
It's top
Manchester United, bruv,
and top.
and then Tottenham. That's it. And then going to Old
I
Trafford, they lost.
yeah.
Derby Day, they won. Cool. They usually beat them out at the Emirates. It's cool. Whatever. Liverpool next week, they win, then we'll have a totally different discussion next week.
Okay, pal. All right, I
winning,
remember that.
winning breeds that mentality, mate, and that's what
Yeah,
they're breeding right now, bro.
So did it breed
bro.
United's mentality yesterday? And they got smacked.
Nah, never. But
United never
They
turned up.
Arsenal are lucky that because their next two games are meant to be Liverpool and City, innit? But they're lucky that game got cancelled because it got Europa League, innit? So they're lucky. They are
But
lucky.
what do you say? Yeah, that played a factor in the results this weekend.
What?
Like the passing of
Arsenal
Her Majesty and the league taking a break and
Ar-
whatnot.
no, because Arsenal played when we had our game cancelled.
Oh
Remember they
yeah,
beat Brentford.
oh yes. Arsenal kept that vibe going.
Exactly. We need to remember we beat Arsenal a month ago,
I
and we
know.
ain't played in the league since.
So it's more affected United than you'd say, innit? That run,
Yeah,
that
because
stop start
obviously,
run, that
yeah,
break.
like you want to be bro. You all know after you had a great game of football and you're buzzing. What's the next thing you want to do? You want to play again tomorrow, bro.
Yeah,
You know
that
what I
played a
mean?
that played a part. You reckon? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
100%, 100%.
fair play. Liverpool results as well showed. But I get you. I say, yeah, cool. But I reckon Arsenal beat Liverpool, for some reason. I think Arsenal, as I said, Arsenal going for the
I,
title this year.
I'm gonna say this as well. I think Arsenal gonna destroy Liverpool next week. Destroy. I'm telling you.
It's
I'm
not
gonna
going to
go
be a
out on a
destroy.
limb. Destroy them. Trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me. Martinelli
Wow.
is going to cook barbecue chicken Trent Alexander-Arnold, bruv. Barbecue chicken his Clark, bruv. I'm telling you. 4-1. Arsenal 4,
Ooh,
Liverpool 1. Yeah. Take it in what I just said.
I know. I got a really. So if Arsenal beat Liverpool 4-1, yeah,
We'll
Wouldn't
have
you
a
say?
totally different discussion next week.
That's how, bro. Bro, I can't see Arsenal beating Liverpool 4-1. Never, bro.
I can,
Never.
100%.
Skirt, what are you saying, Skirt? 4-1.
Liverpool are one of the worst teams I've watched this season in the Prem.
Serious. Nah, I wouldn't
Them and
say they're that
Forest.
bad.
Them and Forest. Yeah, 100%.
I wouldn't go
At
that far.
least Leicester won tonight 4-0.
Yeah, true.
Liverpool look open, like a prostitute's vagina.
Yeah. Nah,
I'm
that
telling
is.
you, I'm going for Arsenal 4, Liverpool 1. Remember the last time I predicted 4-1? It almost happened as well. Remember I said United 4, Arsenal 1? Almost happened too.
Mm. Nah, I can't see Arsenal winning 4-1.
So,
But you can see Arsenal winning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just. Like, you know.
What do you think the score's going to be? What, 2-1 or something? Or 3-2?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, nah, not even. If it goes threes and Liverpool gonna win, if it's a high scoring game, basically, I think it's gonna be like a 1-0, 2-1, like a tight game, innit? Like Liverpool are a good team, man.
If
Trust me, Dre. They're not.
Arsenal can't beat this Liverpool team, then you'll they would have proved everything that I've been saying about them. Everything.
Boy,
Because Brighton should have beat Liverpool on the weekend. If you can't beat this Liverpool team, what they doing it? Why are they top?
true. They are the favourites for once, but arguably, innit?
If
You
they
know?
win that could do a lot for their season.
Yeah.
That could do a lot for this. I'm borderline on the cusp of saying changing my guarantees for the top 4. If Arsenal can't finish top 4 after the start they've made, Arteta needs to find new employment.
But yeah, I had Arsenal in my top 4 anyway. Remember?
Did you?
Nah, I had them fifth in it.
I don't
But
even know if you had them in the top 6, mate.
I did, man. I did. But
Don't worry,
my
we'll
mind's
locate that.
changed. Yeah. But get the receipts, man. I had them just out of the top 4. Just it's either them or United. But at the moment, Arsenal in there. I'm being honest. Like the start they've had, how they play, confidence going forward. You know what I mean? And yeah, they got a better squad than ours, innit? They got the managers ahead of us. Like he got the players he wanted. He's built his own team now. Man. That's Arteta's team now. You know what I mean? So they're ahead of us in the process in terms of that. But like I said, I don't think they've got better players than us. But like, they're a better squad than us, better team than us. They're ahead of us, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ten Hag still got players that he's trying to make better. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he has to work with them. Like if you have a look around Arsenal team, yeah, that's Arteta's squad, man. You know what I'm saying? Like have a look around. Who can you say? Xhaka. He begged him to stay. You know what I mean? Like 2, 3 years ago, Arsenal fans they're all saying Xhaka out, Xhaka. They
He's moving
hated him.
like prime Roy Keane out there now.
You get what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Look around the team from the back all the way up. He's built it. Goalie, 2 centre backs, left back, right back, 2 centre mid, apart from Xhaka. You get what I'm saying? 2 players out wide. He nurtured them, brought them through. You know what I'm saying? Young players into the team. And his striker. That's his squad, man. You get what I mean, Dre? So
Mm.
they're ahead of us, man. So I expect better things from Arsenal than United. Even though we've beaten them, and I said that we still beat them because, like I said, we got better players than them, man. But are we a better squad than them? It's debatable.
Anyway, next week's pod, I'll reserve all judgment until next week's pod.
I hear you,
But
but you know,
it was a good performance on Saturday. I'll give them credit
innit?
for that. You know
Confident.
what? One thing I'll also give them credit for. Out of all the teams that I've watched in the Prem this season, Arsenal are the most enjoyable to watch. by far.
next to City. I wouldn't rule City out, but I get you,
City,
Jay. The way
City
how
do
they play.
City things in it. You're so normalized by what you see by City. You're just
Yeah,
used to it
yeah,
now,
yeah.
innit?
Spoiled. Yeah, I get you. I get you.
Yeah, you get what I'm
You
saying. But with
expect it. Yeah,
Arsenal,
yeah. It's good to
they play
see, innit?
football like you, the man them in the park with just it's just with a bit more structure in it.
Yeah.
Like
So,
Gabriel
so what?
Jesus makes that
Yeah,
team better up top in it, even though the goals don't show it in it. If you know
yeah,
what I mean.
definitely. It's all round play. That's how they play, innit? They play
Mm.
to their strengths, like they like that. But wouldn't you say Mikel's a good manager, Jay, for getting that out of the team? Remember, it's his players, so there's no excuses now. And you just said it, Jay. They're playing proper football, innit?
That's good, but now there needs to be end result in it.
Yeah, they need to. Yeah, I get you. Now he has to. He has
So
to. He has to
yeah,
step up this season, and
that's
he's
what I
doing well
say.
so
Like he
far.
has to.
So
If he flops this season, he has to go, bruv. You have to get a manager then that can take you to that next level, innit?
nah, I
Because
wouldn't
if
say
you
it has to go, but yeah,
imagine, yeah, say if the season plays out how it's going now, yeah.
yeah,
So you would say Man City, Arsenal, Tottenham are locks for top four right now. Judging by shaky Tottenham in it, you would say United are what just outside top four, but will probably just based on quality finish top four, yeah, yeah. And then you've got
yeah,
Chelsea, Liverpool, Chelsea above you know us now, is Chelsea just outside top four, whatever, yeah. Cool. If say, for example, they flop their lads and don't finish top four, do you think Liverpool are gonna have another bad season? No. United are just gonna throw more money at it again next season. Tottenham are gonna do the same. You're gonna like from what I saw today, Chelsea are sniffing around Martinelli already. Saka's contract's up next summer. He ain't signed a new contract yet. These men are gonna be thinking like, raw, what am I staying here for?
nah, yeah. I hear you. I hear
You
you.
get what I'm saying? This season is pivotal. They've got to finish in the top four. But kudos for
Yeah,
their starts of the season, innit? You beat
yeah,
what's in
man.
front of you. But like I said, there's 30 games left. I want to see what you're saying in come May.
Yeah, they dominated that game. Obviously, the red card didn't help Tottenham, but I didn't even think it was a red. But to see Arsenal
When
play
you
like that,
watch, you know what it was to me. I'm not surprised by the way Arsenal played because I knew Tottenham would get into it at some point, innit? But
yeah,
boy, after Song's hat trick, what's it just before the international break,
yeah.
he was shocking against Arsenal.
No, in it. It's a
Shocking.
dip in form, innit? Dip. The hat trick brought him back, and everyone's expecting, but
Mm,
and he's back in the team because Kulusevski's injured.
injured, yeah.
So, you
But
know what I'm saying?
Hugo Lloris is
Mm, sloppy, sloppy, sloppy,
I don't know
sloppy.
what's worse. He didn't parry it out, or he dived over the ball, which he after
It's
that.
that double mistake in it. He pushed it on the
Ah,
defender's leg,
feels so
then it
good.
shambles. Man. It's just silly, innit? Gotta do better than
He's
that.
France captain as well, isn't it, bruv? Oh man. But yeah, that red
Always
card.
makes, yeah,
When you look, I think like he tried to do that little cynical foul you do in it. You know when someone's got away from you, just try to kick man down in that. But
mm,
he's such a donut. He didn't do it properly in it. It's ended up raking my man shin in it. Uh, I know he tried to do what he tried to do is a yellow card offence in it, because he done it so poorly. It's a red card, isn't it?
think so. Nah, it's a
Yeah,
bit harsh.
because when you
It's a
look at
bit.
it, it's basically it looked like it's virtually a stamp on his down the front of his leg, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks harsh, but come on, man. It's like I know it's a derby. The ref got carried away, man. I reckon could have got a yellow for that.
I think
Could have
yeah,
could
it's
have
got to
got a
be a
yellow.
red. It's got to be a red. 'Cause
Straight red.
and you know
Yeah.
what it is? You know what it is as well? It was so needless as well. He was going away from his goal.
Mm, mm. I hear you. That's what I said. He was just trying to foul him, but obviously it looks harsh, but it wasn't intentional. It's not like he tried to injure him. You know what I mean? It was no intent, but it looks disgusting. I can't deny that. You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
think
But I
that
don't think.
if
Yeah,
that was happened to United player, I think we all say that'd be a red card for the opposition player.
But it's two Brazilians, you know? They're comrades, man. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. They, I don't think he wanted to injure him. He wanted to stop him.
Mm.
But like you said in it,
But
missed time.
what I rate from Arsenal is that they kept going in it. They knew what they seized the advantage and then they made it
Mm,
3-1. Like, you know what I've also noticed? I haven't heard the Emirates rocking like that. I think since they've moved to the Emirates.
I know that was a big game. They was up for it.
Like
The fans
even
was up.
what was the game before? And like was it Fulham? I think that might have been the game, the last home game they had. Yeah, was it Fulham?
Oh, Villa. I think.
Was it Villa?
Let me check.
Yeah.
Let me check.
I think
Yeah,
they scored a late winner or something. It
yeah,
might have been Villa at home. Yeah. And I was like, raw.
yeah.
That place is like a 12th man now. Like, okay. Emirates is a bit difficult to go to now. Okay. All right,
Saying
Arsenal.
it, doing something.
Yeah, I think if they win, I think they will win comfortably on Saturday. If they can't beat Liverpool, then I'll have my real doubts. But if they win convincingly, I think if they just win in general, that's
Yeah,
gonna spark some new sort of belief in Arsenal. They won't win the league, guarantee they won't win the league, but you know, good season, isn't it? We'll see what happens. But I'll reserve my big statement for next week.
okay. All right, pal. We'll see.
All right.
We'll see.
On the other side of North London, though, Tottenham. Where does this leave them? Were you disappointed in the way Tottenham set up?
Phew, that's Conte in it. Now you're gonna get the wing backs going forward, three at the back. That's Conte, man. You know what I mean? Harry Kane, Richarlison, Song. That's how he plays in it. Bentancur,
Mm.
Højbjerg. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, I
So
wasn't
you
expecting
finish.
nothing
Do you
different.
finish this game? They
Yeah.
just brush off and just go again.
Boy, like I said, it's a derby in it. To lose 3-1 with 10 men is better than losing 6-3 with 11 men. You get what I mean? Like to lose like 4-0 at half time. Remember, don't forget they had a player sent off, so it's not that
They
bad, innit? Like confidence
mm.
wise, you know what I'm saying? They know they was playing at a disadvantage, so it's 10 against 11, innit? You know what I mean? So they can brush that off in my eyes. I think
Tottenham go to Brighton next on Saturday.
perfect game as well. You know what I'm saying? Like less pressure,
Mm.
you know, to just come
But
back.
you
I
know
think
what?
yeah,
It's also similar to what we've always said about sometimes with some fans are fickle in it. See, when you're playing badly but you're winning, they don't care in it. But the moment you play badly and lose, they can point out this, and this. Similar to how Chelsea were.
yeah,
Like with
true.
Conte, these Tottenham fans were talking the big talk. We're winning games. We'll settle for this football if you can get us a trophy. You lose the North London derby. They're complaining about how they set up. Like I said before we come on here, I credit Conte at 3-1 for saying, you know what, I'm not losing this game 4 or 5-1. Man brought on 5 players and said, shut up. And just told Harry Kane, you ain't getting no help, mate. So if you want to counter attack, you counter attacking by yourself.
Yeah, that's elite managers though. Hit on the
Mm.
break, you know, Harry, stay up there. You know, I respect that.
So we saying who's finishing above who this season? Tottenham or Arsenal?
Ooh, ooh. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one, isn't it? It's a tricky one. I'm on the fence for this one, to be honest, because I got Tottenham top four in it.
Mm.
So it's where I'm gonna put Arsenal because I got Arsenal top four as well. At the moment, I got Arsenal ahead of United. I just have
The next North London derby is on the
yeah.
weekend of January the 14th. Who will be above who come that game?
Ooh, ooh. I have to say Arsenal, you know, because Arsenal might have might have a better chance of I don't know how to say it like the World Cup here. has to play a part in it. Arsenal players,
Mm.
for some reason, I think they, you know what I'm saying, they might cope with it differently. They
It's
probably have
funny
less players.
how those
Guys,
Brazil Arsenal players never got selected for the last run at
yeah,
internationals.
you
You
get
know.
what I mean. But I think they will eventually. They carry on playing at this level, but
Mm.
it's difficult to say because Brazil squad's hard to pick, so players are gonna lose out.
Yeah.
I can't see Martinelli going. You know what I mean? So I think Arsenal will have a few players rested and ready for the World Cup. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why I say it's hard to. It's hard, man. It's hard to say that the World Cup year, innit? Like, let's say November, yeah.
Mm.
I got Arsenal ahead of Totti before the World Cup.
Oh, well, I could see that.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Think about it. 6 weeks time, roughly. Arsenal ahead of Tottenham, man.
When when are they gonna reorganize that Man City Arsenal game?
It's gonna be very difficult to fit these games in, innit? It's gonna be a tricky season, you know. It's gonna be a
Because
tricky one,
remember,
man.
there's a whole round of games they've got to reschedule.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tricky one. I said this season gonna have a lot of twists and
That's
turns
why
to
I
come.
said. That's why I said they should have just kept playing when the Queen passed away. You know. But wait.
Commentary.
Anywho,
Gotta respect the
oh,
Queen, man. R.I.P. Lizzie. Don't know.
anywho, moving on. As Skervin would say, God save the King. Um, other games this weekend. We'll run through them. Bournemouth nil, Brentford nil. Who's the Brentford Bournemouth manager again? Gary O'Neill.
Yeah,
Hey, you gotta give this man kudos. You know,
nah,
he's
you have to,
turned
innit?
Bournemouth into a team that seem like they're difficult to beat. They're one of the most informed teams in the league.
I don't know about influence,
They are what
but
they've won. They ain't lost in the last three.
yeah, but there's a
Where
few
they in the
draws
league?
in
Hold on. Bournemouth are a 13th. 13th. They
there.
got minus 13 goal difference, and they're above Villa, West Ham, Southampton, Crystal Palace, Wolves, Leicester, and Nottingham Forest. You
Yeah,
can't
nah,
knock
they're
it.
doing well. Yeah, yeah,
Can't
you
knock
have
it.
to give him credit. You
You
have to
know?
give him credit. It's doing well. It's doing better than expected, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Boy, the next game. I said this to Skervin just before we come on about Crystal Palace, and boy, it's another game they ain't won. Crystal Palace won, Chelsea 2.
Mm,
Boy, right now, before we get to Chelsea, right now, Crystal Palace are 17th in the league. One win from those 7 games. They play good football, whatever, but they're not winning games. Should we be alarmed?
yes, yes, this is the Premier League, man.
Mm.
Need to start scoring goals, or before you know it, you'll be heading down the table, brother. Then it's difficult to get back. You know what the Premier League's like. So it's important they
Mhm.
start. You know what I'm saying? Winning football matches. It was unlucky against Chelsea though. Can't lie, because Silver should have got
You know
sent off.
what, yeah? I don't want to sound like a Scrooge, but they've been unlucky in too many games where it's just not unlucky. You're just not good. That's how I see it, innit? Like,
Oh, nah, I don't know about that
you
Chelsea
know
game.
what?
That was a wonder goal, innit? That was a good goal.
But
Like keeper should
still,
have done better, innit?
yeah,
Yeah.
100%. That wasn't even top bins.
Mm.
Um, Liverpool game, better team, should have won. Newcastle, you went there, you had 20 shots on goal, didn't even score. What's the other? They've had other games where they've drawn like, or they've lost. Like, I don't know with Palace in it. Like, at some point, you've got to start winning football games, innit? Because, like you just said, yeah, the Premier League's very unforgiving, innit? You don't care how good your football looks, you can still get relegated, innit?
Yeah. Facts.
And that the goodwill that we have for Patrick Vieira and the Mandem FC and that will soon start to go when it gets to 6, 7, 8 games without a win. You know what I mean? Like, it's not every week you keep starting Andre Ayew, bruv. Surely you got something else on the bench. You know what I'm saying? I'm a bit alarmed for Paddy down there at Fortin FC. But let's get to Chelsea. Um, Graham Potter's first game in charge in the Prem. What did you make of Chelsea, and were you impressed?
Impressed? No. To be fair, they weren't doing nothing impressive. They won the game. That's Chelsea. But to be fair, you have to give Potter a bit of credit. It's the first game in the Prem. They started off with a crazy tactic, but he changed it. I like that. You
When
know,
I know what you're about to say, but go on, say it.
I'm not even gonna stress it, but
Because you know what
like,
it was, yeah. You know what
yeah,
it was, because I put in a group chat. They were playing like whatever Sterling at wing back. It's how they presented it on the screen. It looked crazy. It was like it was Fofana. It was like Fofana, Silva, and Chilwell playing three at the back, and it was Reece James and Sterling looked like they were wing backs, innit? And it
yeah,
was like Havertz up front. But when I saw it after like a minute, I was like, nah, they're playing 4-4-2. Literally. So
that's it.
that's when, yeah, James
That's
was right, man.
exactly what. That's exactly what he did against Salzburg. He's
Mm,
got a crazy formation in his head, Potter. Yeah, that is
mm,
just crazy. But he changed it for 4-4-2, innit? He changed it. He changed it. Trust me.
mm,
Against Salzburg, it was different. You know what I'm saying? He actually played Sterling as a wing back. But in this game, he changed it because Sterling even changed wings, in it, and he was
mm,
operating. You know what I'm saying? So he weren't playing him at wing back because obviously they went back. They went 1-0 down real quick. So you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
He
that's true.
didn't waste no time to change it, which I think was good. Even though they scored from
Mm.
nothing, hopeful ball, punted up. You know what I'm saying? Brilliant finish though by Abu, by the way.
That's a class
Well,
finish. And
yeah,
I
well
have to rate
taken. Good
Thiago
try.
Silva. We'll talk on Thiago Silva in a minute if he should have been on the pitch. But for that equalizer, that was a great header as well to set up Aubameyang.
Yeah, you get me. That's typical Chelsea. That's our hopeful ball, but some people say quality in it. It's debatable. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? Like, you get me. You hit the ball. Thiago won the header. That shouldn't be on the pitch, by the way. But brilliant finish.
Mm,
1-1. Chelsea back in the game. You back them to go on and win. But to be fair to Palace, they played well, man. They played well. They just, like you say, they have to score goals. It's the Premier League, innit? It's a cruel league, bro. You concede in the last minute. You always, you know what I'm saying? Like, you always run the risk losing the game, bro. You have to finish the game off. They're at home as well. They need a goal scorer, man. We spoke about Palace on the pod. We all know they need someone to put
mm,
the ball in the back of the net, man. They need a striker,
that's
man.
true. But let's get to Thiago Silva. Um, what you say that should have been a straight red?
Yes? Come on, Jay. He handballed it twice. He handballed it. When he fell, it hit his handball. And then he deliberate handballed it. Come on, man. That's a red card. And he's the last man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand VAR and all this stuff. Like, even Vieira, he got booked for it. He got a yellow card. Normally they'll send a manager off here for complaining. Because he knows, bro. Come on, he's played the game. He knows that is a blatant red. It's deliberate handball, Jay. Plus, before he did that, he hit his arm anyway because the player was gonna go around him. You get me? So
Mm.
that's handball twice. Two yellow cards then if you don't want to give him straight red. And definitely after that, the deliberate handball. Come on, bro, man. There's no explanation for that. That is robbery. That is just that is come on.
Yeah, you know what? It's the dirtiest yellow card. That's such a professional yellow card. That's a experienced pros yellow card, isn't it? He knew what
How,
he's
Jay?
doing in it, but he
So you're
wasn't.
telling
He
me
wasn't
if
fruiting on goal though. He wasn't
wait,
fruiting
if
on
he
goal.
got a red there, yeah, what would you have said?
You see, if he
That's
took
hard.
him down, if he had taken him down, then I would have said, yeah, red card. But he's handled the ball, innit? Really,
Yeah,
that's a yellow card.
but if the player brought the ball onto his left foot from his right foot, he's already in and goal. All he needs is one touch and he's in. Whether he
Say if
scores or not,
he
that's
had touched it,
debatable.
you see if he was about to run off with the ball and like
Yeah,
Thiago Silva's behind and then he tried to handball it, cool, innit? But
nah, that's
it's
red.
borderline, borderline. It's just on the cusp of being a red.
So
Just.
what you're basically saying, if you got a red, you couldn't have said, boy, you couldn't have
It was one of the
complained. You
ones
know
that,
what I mean?
oi, you know what?
Chelsea was
If that was your teammate, you'd be like, oi, boy.
all right. Put it this way,
Mm.
yeah. I hate to use this spot because they won the game. The game's done in the result. But even Potter, he said they was lucky. He goes, boy, like if he can see why Patrick's upset because if it was went the other way, obviously, like you get what I'm saying. He goes, sometimes they go for you, sometimes they don't. But he's basically saying if you got a red day, you can't complain. Come on, Jay. You know what I mean? Like you're lucky.
Yeah,
That was
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it was borderline. It was borderline.
come
You
on,
have an
man.
argument to say,
That's a that's a big player with reputation. That's world class. Yeah, for what he's done in the
that is a
game,
smart
getting away with
foul,
it.
bruv.
Getting away with it.
Smart
If it
foul.
was an
You,
average Joe, if it was the other way around, and it's my man, what's his name, Tompkinson or whatever his name is, it for
yeah, you'd have got a
Palace.
red card.
Thank you. That's all. I
But
just wanted to
yeah,
get that point. You know, he would have got a red if it was
yeah,
him
100%.
doing that. 100%. Thank you. So you know what I'm saying? It pays to have quality players in your team, man. You know what I'm saying? World class
Mm.
players like Thiago Silva is that. You know what I'm saying? It's gamesmanship. Knew what he's doing.
All right, that win for Chelsea moves them up to fifth. In terms of Chelsea right now, do you think it's just a thing of them just getting wins on the board and then slowly implementing what Potter's trying to do?
Well, we already see what Potter's trying to do in it. Potter's trying to, you know what I'm saying, play the same five at the back, but with a bit of sauce on it. It's like a bow
Next
tie.
three,
Man's playing
next three
Sterling
games
wing
for
back.
Chelsea. Next three games for Chelsea are Wolves at home next Saturday, then Aston Villa away, and then Brentford away before they play us.
Yeah, they'll beat Wolves. They haven't got a manager at the moment, you know. So I
Yeah,
expect them to
Wolves are
win that game.
bad right now.
But
Oh, Diego Costa going back to the bridge.
yeah, but
Hey,
there's no manager though. You know what I mean? To
hey, that's sometimes that's all you need, you know. Little caretaker manager in that.
he probably get a goal, but it'd be like a 2-3-1 Chelsea. You know what I mean? Like probably get a consolation or something.
Now
But
I'm
I
going
can't see
Wolves.
Wolves
That's
putting up
going to
a
be the
fight.
upset of the weekend.
Nah, I can't
Fresh
see
off
Wolves putting
Champions
up a
League.
fight.
Fresh off Champions League.
It might be a tricky game, like I said, a 2-1 or you know what I mean, or even a comfortable 2-1, like
We
2-0
need
Chelsea.
just for drama's sake, we need a Diego Costa winner.
But the tricky game for Chelsea, I'd say, is Villa away. Yeah,
They got a good record there, to be honest.
you know what I mean. So
We've
Stevie
got them in
G,
3 weeks' time. I think we go to Chelsea.
yeah, it's tricky, innit?
Mm.
Chelsea's got some tricky games coming up. Put them Champions League games into that. You know what I mean? Back to back AC Milan. So they got a
To
few
think
games.
before we play Chelsea, we got to play Tottenham as well.
Yeah, but
Fixture
yeah,
list is mad, bruv.
Chelsea at the moment, I have to give them their credit. They'll beat Wolves. Villa games away is tricky. And the Brentford, they'll beat Brentford, man. Comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah,
We say Chelsea top four.
nah, I can't see it, man. Can't see it. Like Potter's gonna have them playing better, like going forward and that than TT. TT's all about the defense in it, winning games 1-0, like solid. But in terms of
I
success on the pitch, top four finals, nah, I can't see it. He has to do it. I have to see him do it first. I
I don't know
can't
how
believe
you're gonna. how you thinks Thiago Silva Fofana is going to work.
There you go. I got my doubts about Chelsea at
Mm,
the moment. So top four, no, they're missing out for me.
all right.
Newcastle got a better chance to top four than Chelsea.
And moving on, Fulham 1, Newcastle 4. Um, boy, I think the sending off ruined the game, to be honest. But at the same time, you have to beat what's in front of you. Before we get to Newcastle, Miguel Almiron's goal. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah,
You see, if that was someone that was more high profile in the league, they'd still be showing it on Sky Sports News right now.
I know,
What
innit?
a finish! What a finish!
Class. Like,
I don't push that sending off ruin the game. I don't want to get on to Fulham too much. They've had a very good start to the season. And credit to Marco Silva and Fulham for what they've done. Newcastle, though, big win considering they've had a lot of draws. Um, Newcastle are now up to 7th, just behind Manchester United. You said they can push top 4.
yeah,
What are you saying? 5th, 6th, or 6th, 5th, or 4th?
just missing out. Know why I say that? Yeah,
Mm,
because their best players are out injured. They're not even in the squad.
mm.
I expected them to struggle in this period, and they're not. They're picking up points. They only lost one game so far. Like quietly, no
Man,
one's
that was a
noticed
robbery.
Newcastle.
That was a robbery as well, you know.
There you go. And it was against a top four team.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like it was against Liverpool. So obviously I've been watching them and now they've added a striker. They're adding bits of quality, but Set Maximum's out, Bruno's out. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they got a few players that would be starting if they was fit. So I think Newcastle pushing, pushing fifth, sixth, pushing. If not top four, fifth, sixth, that they're up there.
And
I
they
got
might,
yeah,
well, you know what would be mad about this January window is that obviously straight after a World Cup, innit? And
yeah,
those Newcastle owners are likely to go buy players based on like you know teams go buy players based on if they've had a good World Cup and that. I can see
yeah.
these Newcastle owners doing exactly that. So I would not be surprised if they make a strong push for top 4. If they don't make it this season, within the next couple of seasons, they're going to be a top 4 team. Facts. Because they just
I
got the
agree.
money there and they just keep throwing money at it. They've got a decent manager as well. And like you said, they've only lost once.
Yeah, quietly. So they're confident team.
Quietly,
They're hard
yeah,
to
like,
beat.
and they will feel like they got robbed in that defeat as well.
Last
So
minute. I know, innit?
exactly, every other team that's lost has lost decisively in it. Only City haven't lost, but Newcastle they were robbed. So yeah, only their second win of the season, but
Goal
yeah,
disallowed. No, it's a tricky game
exactly,
at Anfield, man. And it was
mm,
away at Anfield as well.
exactly.
Yeah, confident team and hard to beat. Hard to beat them.
Yeah, kudos to Newcastle, but yeah, perfect segue to the next team. Liverpool 3, Brighton 3. I think it's time to start ringing the alarms for Liverpool. Something's not right, and I don't know if it can be fixed.
We saying
I'm gonna keep it
finally
real.
we finish
I
above them.
think I will definitely finish above them. I'm gonna make this big
Boy.
statement. I don't think Klopp lasts the season.
Oh, nah. Surely.
You know what? I think he's gonna walk.
King Klopp,
Yeah,
surely. He's gonna walk. Nah, he would never walk. I
I
don't
think he's
think he
gonna
would.
walk.
He would
I
never
think
walk.
this is his last season in charge.
Nah, he would
I can
never
feel
walk.
it.
During the season, he would never
He's
walk.
moving like a manager that is pissed off of the job or doesn't want to be there.
Can I make a point though? See football behind the scenes, it doesn't get highlighted. His team that he had around him is not there anymore, man. You know what I'm saying? Like there's stuff happening behind the scenes that he's not happy with. He wanted certain players he never got. Like normally Klopp's happy because he's backed by, you know what I'm saying, the board, the football
Mm.
director, that they're working on the same page. Now it's different. Get what I mean? It's different. It's similar to what happened with Titi at Chelsea. Klopp's moaning, he's grumpy. You know what I'm saying? He's going in
Mm.
interviews before the season. You know what I mean, Jay? Saying, "Oh, it's like a witch came
There, it's,
in the training
but
ground." Well,
you can
you know what I'm
see it.
saying?
It's weird. You can
Yeah,
see
like
it
I
though.
get
Like,
you, Jay. You can see an aura in it building like around the
mm,
club, and it's showing now on the pitch, in it. The results
mm.
showing because he's not happy, Jay. Remember,
Se-
man, he
I'll
admitted that.
just read it. I'll just read out these stats to you. Yeah? 7 games played. Yeah,
Yeah,
the only 2 wins this season is the Jammy Newcastle game and the Bournemouth 9-0.
really.
There are only 2 league wins.
Wow, that is terrible. That is
And
actually
rate
terrible. When you put,
their goal difference is +9. So minus that Bournemouth game, 0 goal difference.
I hear you, I hear you, I hear you. It's tricky, and the form's been terrible. No one can deny that. It's been terrible, man. Terrible. But when you look at the body of work that Klopp's done at Anfield, surely he lost the season, man. You know
I
what I
don't think
mean?
he's going to
Surely
get sacked. I think he'll walk.
during the season. It's difficult to
Yeah,
see that. But I
because
think
I think
Liverpool
that
just,
they're going to be
yeah,
struggling up until the World Cup. And then obviously once the World Cup's done, it's Christmas period, then it's the transfer window. I don't think Liverpool going to back him the transfer window.
wow,
I
I know
seriously don't.
because it's tricky at the club at the moment. But you got to also remember they lost Sadio Mane, underrated
But at the
legend.
same time, yeah, well, of course. But at the same time, they've got £80 million Andy Carroll on the bench, innit?
Dick Carroll. Well, he got re-signed, yeah. I didn't know. When did this
Yeah, bro.
happen?
He spent like
Bro,
he rebirthed himself in
bro,
Uruguay, innit?
mate, I tell you what, to be honest, yeah, I don't know what to say about him, but I do believe they're gonna turn the corner. I honestly have faith in Klopp in it. I really do that he will turn the corner and start putting a few wins together and go on a run. Eventually he will. Honestly, I'm not just saying that, bro, because you know how much I think about these. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
The fake Reds and that, but you know how it goes, man. I can't deny it. I just have to keep it real. I think it's
And
only a
another
matter of time.
and another stat, they're on the same amount of points as Everton.
No, that's shocking. But
And
like
remember
I
where
said,
Everton were.
nah, I hear you. It's shocking now. Their form's been shocking. You can't deny it. You know what I'm saying? Like, shocking, man. It's terrible, terrible. But it's early days, man. It's not even 10 games in yet.
Already 10 points behind City.
Yeah, but they got big games coming up, Jay. Like the teams at the top of the table, yeah, they've got a say now, and they've got Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? They got what's their fixtures like? What's it looking like for the next three games?
Liverpool's next 3 games is Arsenal away this coming Sunday.
Yeah.
Then hold on. Then it's Manchester City the weekend after at home,
See what I'm
and
saying?
then they're at home to West Ham.
They got a say. Two big games on the top of the table. So
Boy.
now, thank you.
Woo.
You got to stand up and be counted. You know
Whoa.
what I'm saying? So they can stop these two teams from excelling to 24, 27. You know what I'm saying? Points and all of that,
Mm.
which is helpful for the rest of the, you know what I'm saying, the league. So let's see in it. Let's not write them off. So if they come out of them 2 games or them 3 games or 7 points or 9 points, it's a big difference, and that's 10 games in
Bruv,
now.
Haaland is going to dunk on them in front of the cop.
Yeah, well, let's see what it's like against VVD in it. You know what I mean? So
Oh boy, that's going to be the funeral of Virgil van Dijk, bruv.
I think
The
so.
funeral. Oh, it's
He's,
over.
he's been
It's
poor.
over.
Quietly, he's
Oh
been poor
my. They're going to get
all season.
smacked.
He's been
They're
poor,
going to get
but
smacked
it's not getting
twice.
highlighted. It's been very poor
They're going
this
to get
season.
smacked at the Emirates. He's been one of the worst centre backs in Europe. The only one I've seen it, and I'm talking not in all of Europe, but the main centre backs, the top centre backs in Europe. The only one that's
Yeah,
been
with
worse than him
reputation.
is Maguire.
Yeah, I get you. I agree. For his level, for his reputation, his stature, he's been poor, man. Very poor. Remember that Liverpool's Champions League final, 4 trophies and that.
Mm,
You know what I'm
mm,
saying? He was getting all these applause, these are Rolls Royce,
mm,
all of this stuff. Like,
mm.
I don't
I
see
heard
them saying,
I've seen on some shows they say he's on his way to being the best centre back in Prem history.
there you go. So why is it not highlighted now how he's playing now? Like, you know what I'm saying? He deserves to get criticized now. Like, he deserves all the criticism he's getting because he's been playing rubbish. It's facts, bro. He conceded 3 goals at the weekend against Brighton. I know United lost the game, but we conceded 2 goals, and it was a big thing. They conceded 3 goals against Brighton at home.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
And they were 2-0 down.
There you go.
Mm.
Similar to United, they
Rate,
came back,
ratings
but
to
still,
ratings to Bobby Firmino though.
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
get you to
quality goals.
on 2 goals.
Yeah,
Mm.
2 good goals.
But yeah, huge games. They're under more pressure than us. Arsenal and Man City the next 2 games. Boy, good luck to them. They got Rangers, I think tomorrow night. Yeah, good luck to them. Um, Next is the team for the other side of Merseyside, who are they are now level on points with. Southampton 1, Everton 2. Super Frank is pulling it out the bag. I think everyone thought he'd probably be one of the first managers to get sacked, but hey, Everton are here, best defense in the Premier League right now. What are we saying? Everton, push for top
Boy,
four.
what? Nah, let's not get carried away. Top 4, Nah, they're doing all right, It's to
We
give.
saying Everton finishing above Liverpool. Everton finishing
Nah,
above
no
Liverpool.
way. No way. How? Come on, man. That's impossible. Never.
Just got to say
Definitely
this:
out.
Alex Iwobi is one of the best. Alex Iwobi is one of the best holding midfielders in the league this season so far.
What?
Serious. Have you watched him?
No, no, Jay. Come on,
Watch
man.
him.
Listen.
I'm not even.
All
This
right,
ain't
we'll
even
see.
bants. I'm not
We'll
banting. I'm
see him
not.
on the
This ain't even
weekend.
bants.
We'll
Watch him.
see him on the weekend, pal.
Watch him.
How good he is, innit? Man said
Nah,
Alex
he's played
Iwobi.
very well. Trust me. He's not a
No,
winner
I'm
no
not.
more.
I'm not.
He's playing there out. I don't know why. Frankly, I think they had no players in it. But he's been playing
Yeah.
sick in that holding midfield position. Trust me.
Okay,
Trust me. I'm
that's
not
good.
even
Like
joking.
it shows, innit? They're doing well. They draw like 4 games or 3 games. That they're doing well, When you think about it, he's turned it around, Frank.
Mm,
I reckon that system suits them, innit? 3 at the back.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they play better that way. But in terms of Iwobi, I don't know, man. I've seen him. He done all right, but come on, man. It's Southampton, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He's been
dang.
trust me. Watch him. Watch him.
Yeah, I watch him weekend.
Um,
We got them, innit?
and that's another defeat for Southampton. They are now just above the bottom, well, on 7 points. Another defeat. I don't know how Hassan who manages to keep a job, but boy, it's Southampton. Isn't it? Anyway, on the final game of Saturday was West Ham 2, Wolves 0. Wolves manager was it Bruno Lage lost his job. Big win for West Ham. They needed that. They were bottom of the league at the start of the weekend. Scamacca scored. Your boy Jared Bowen's got on a score sheet as well. That must mean he's going to the World Cup now.
Good finish, though. Good finish.
Hopefully that will kickstart West Ham season.
Yeah. Oh, I think it will, because it's a good game. They deserve to win. Like, you know what I'm saying? After West Ham went 2 up, ball started to play, they brought Costa on, created a
Mm.
few chances. The goal disallowed. He missed the chance as well. I think he should have scored that header, but West Ham scored 2 brilliant goals, man. They deserve to win, man. Wolves, I don't know, like
Yeah.
they're good. They're good in possession, but they have no oomph, man. No killer instinct,
What you
man. You
saying?
know
They're
what I
the
mean?
new
This,
Burnley. They're
Nah,
doing
they're not
Burnley
as
in it.
bad as Burnley, but because they try to play good football. I see they keep the ball. They got Podence and Traore. They try to. It's just that the build-up play is there. It's just that there's no cherry on top, bro. There's no finish, man. You know what I mean? Like, their build-up is good,
Mm.
but they can't kill teams off. They can't score in it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got a
Yeah,
goal
I hear
scorer
that.
down there.
I hear that. We've already talked about the first game on Sunday, but the second game on Sunday, ball draw, Leeds nil, Aston Villa nil. I'll talk about that one. Boo hoo. The game that's just finished not too long ago. Leicester City are now off the bottom of the league. Big win. Leicester 4. Nottingham Forest nil. Um, Steve Cooper, mate. Boy, I
Tricky.
was rooting for him at the start of the season. Proper rooting for him. They played ball. I watched him a bit in the championship last season. They played ball. You see, when you add 20 players in the summer, you shot yourself in the foot. I think he's going to be
Yeah.
the next manager that's going to get sacked. It'd be unfortunate as well, but boy, it's not looking too good, man. 4-0 against the bottom team in the league.
Phew, true.
Nah. But what's your thoughts on Steve Cooper? We'll touch on Leicester in a second, but do you think it's time Steve Cooper gets his papers at Leicester? I mean, not in the first, I should say.
Could be, you know. His days are numbered because we all know the Premier League is it's killer league, man. It's cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? It's ruthless.
Mm,
You gotta get points on the board, bro. Sometimes it's not about the football you play, it's about the results. And it ain't happening for him, man. It ain't happening. Getting beaten convincingly like this, 4-0, doesn't look good for him, man. He could be the next one out of his job. You know what I mean?
And then moving on to Leicester. Finally, I'm happy for Brendan Rodgers. Big win. Is it a result now that they can push on from, or are they still the same Leicester minus? Is it just that Forest are rubbish, or that this could be the result which kick starts their season?
But bit of both, man. Forest ain't that great. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on there with all these players. They don't even know each other. Every week is a new player coming in. But Leicester, in terms of Leicester, that was brilliant. That was brilliant. Winning 4-0, not conceding a clean sheet. Going forward, his confidence up. Madison getting 2 goals. And
Two
I don't
goals
know
for
why
James
he's not.
Madison as well. Yeah,
Yeah, like, why is he not in the England squad? I really don't know. That's another debate. But yeah, bro, I think for Leicester, yeah, bro, that's brilliant. Madison's been playing well for Leicester, even though they've been losing. Been one of their best players
yeah, that's very
for
true.
me. But
Um,
it's
Sky
it's good
Sports
for them.
showed a stat not too long ago about the players that have scored, the English players that have scored the most, or English, I don't know how you call them, forwards. I guess you call them forwards, in it,
Yeah,
not strikers, but forwards, in it, that have scored the
yeah.
most goals since the start of last season. James
He's up there.
Madison is top of the goals, and he's just behind Saka in assists, and he's not in the
Exactly.
England squad.
It's not. Thank you. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird, but they got Mason Mount and all these. But I don't want to get into that. But
Yeah,
Madison's a way better player. Way better
hundred
player.
percent,
But I think for
hundred
Leicester, that's
percent.
brilliant. It was very important. It was a clean sheet. Because come on, man, they've been letting in goals
Yep,
for fun, mate. You know what I mean? It's important that,
that
you
is
know what I'm
true.
saying? They went out there, keep a clean sheet. I think that's even more important than the 4 goals, to be honest. But yeah, that's brilliant for them going forward, man. Because it'd be a shame to see Leicester get relegated. 'Cause I think Brendan is a good manager, man. Deserves a bit of
Yep.
credit.
And with that result, um, they're off the bottom of the league. Obviously, first win of the season. Forest are now bottom. The bottom three is Forest, Leicester, Wolves, Palace are just outside that, and Southampton. Um, Out of those, do you think any of those teams are likely to go? Well, Forest could be obviously just promoted, but who down there do you think could get relegated possibly? Um, I'll read it from 12 downwards. Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
Everton will go down, but so 12 downwards is Leeds, Bournemouth, Villa, West Ham, Southampton, Palace, Wolves, Leicester, Forest. Do you think any of those teams could be in trouble this season?
Yes. I think Southampton could be in trouble. I think Wolves gonna struggle because the start they've had. You know what I
Mm,
mean? I think Villa still not out of it. They're just a few results away from being back in the bottom three, I reckon. You know what I mean?
mm.
Like, yeah,
You know what?
Bournemouth.
You know what's mad here when you look at it. Yeah, usually every season it's kind of like I think every team outside the top six, the big six, could go down. Big six and Newcastle could go down. There's not much between seventh, who's seventh? No, eighth and 18th. When you really think about it, quality wise in the Prem.
Phew.
I think the
Liverpool's
only
ninth,
team that's
bro.
probably well, outside
Yeah,
of
I get you.
Liverpool, yeah,
Yeah.
only team that's probably in a false position is probably Leicester.
Nah, going off last season, you got West Ham down there. It's a bit tricky, but I get you. When you say
Mm,
form, everyone deserves to be where they are, man. You know what I mean? You can't really say
mm.
like
Fair point.
maybe Crystal Palace a bit more at the table, maybe two positions or three for the football they play. But at the end of the day, it's all about results, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when you think about it, Palace and Wolves, like I said, they've
It's
had
true.
bare draws, like 3 draws in it. They just can't score. You know what I mean? But
Mm,
Leicester and all them teams, Southampton, West Ham, all these teams lost 5 games, man. They lost bare games. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, that's what I look at, bro. The losses. They've lost bare games, man.
mm.
So it's tricky this season. But like we say, 3 team has to go down in it. So for
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be peak.
Yeah, long way to go, but still early days when you really think about it. So 8 games and still 30 games to go. So yeah, long way to go.
Yeah, a lot of changes.
Once
Yeah,
we get into the weekend's action coming. Um, boy, Leicester end of the weekend. They're gonna start this weekend coming. 3 o'clock kickoffs. There's no 12 o'clock game on Saturday. Bournemouth at home to Leicester.
Leicester second win, 2-1. Tight game. Bournemouth is difficult at home. That small pitch. I've noticed that, but Leicester will win, man. Confidence.
Um,
2-1.
I'm gonna go 3-2 Leicester. Just I'm 3-2 or 3-3. I think the goalkeeper's just gonna go back to normal. Um, yeah, I'll go Leicester. Keep the momentum going. But it's a big game though.
Yep.
Um, Chelsea, Graham Potter's first home game in charge in the Prem. They host Wolves. You said earlier Chelsea are going to win the game. What score do you have?
2-1. But comfortable 2-1. Like 2-0.
I'm going to go 2-1 Wolves. Oh, okay. Okay. I It's a comfortable 2-1, like 2-0. I hear you though. I know what you mean. Um, I'm going to go Wolves, Diego Costa. Yeah, Wolves 2-1, Diego Costa with the winner.
Really, Jay?
All right. Yeah, but I'm just here for the drama, bro.
I hear
You
that,
know
I
when
hear that,
Jeff Stelling reads the headlines at 5 to 5 and that. It seems it's
I hear that.
pandemonium at Stamford Bridge. um, Next game, Manchester City. Manchester City at home to Southampton. Could this be another 9-0?
It's said 9-0. Nah, I don't think it'll be that bad. Southampton, they run, man. They tackle.
I'm being dead serious
So
as well.
9-0, like seriously. Nah, Jay. Come on, man. I know they hammered us because
Yeah,
we
you
didn't
can't
turn
beat
up.
Everton, then you this could happen.
Nah, I can't see that happening. I have to be
Boy,
honest.
the
But
Southampton, the
I
only
could see
team I've
City
seen
winning.
get slapped 9-0, and
True, true. Can't
they
deny
manage
that.
to keep
But
their job still.
I know that's silly, innit? But nah, serious. On a serious note, bro, I can't see them beating Southampton 9-0, bro. Come on, man. I could see that being a 3-1. They win City, but like a 3-1,
What?
4-1 maybe. Depends on how early City score. You know what I mean? Jay, I'm telling you,
Big
bro.
up to
United
Erling
was poor.
Haaland.
I know.
Big up to Erling
Legend.
Haaland. He's got my fantasy team moving, top of the league. Um,
Yeah, I
big up
noticed
to
that.
Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
um,
Imagine.
yeah, I think he.
Go on, yeah.
Oh, go on.
Ima- Imagine the man had a hat trick and 2 assists, Flipping hell, like, talking about
You know
balling
what's the
out.
wickedest? Yeah, I took Foden out my team this weekend as well. You know,
Bro, Haaland was captain for my team by accident. I forgot to make change.
same. I forgot to take him out too. I was gonna make
That is
Salah captain in it, but thank
yeah,
God I
bro.
didn't, bro.
Yeah, man. It's one of them ones.
He's on what's it, 14 league goals. He could hit 20 before you even got to the 10 game mark.
Great. Great. If what you're saying 9-0, yeah, you probably do it, bro. Because if they score
He'll probably
9 goals,
backfire.
that's my
He'll
point.
probably
How many
backfire.
he's gonna get? How many he's gonna score if they get 9?
I would not be. They're gonna score at least 6 on Saturday.
6.
Yeah,
Nah, they're gonna be definitely confident. Worse if they win Champions League, but nah, I think it's gonna get to a point where he's get rested. I keep saying it because the games are gonna get more important. But bro, what he's done, 3 hat tricks in what 8 games? No one's ever done that. No one's ever done that, bro. Ever. The
he's
history.
equaled Cristiano Ronaldo's hat trick total in the Prem in 227 games less.
Thank you. No one's even close, bro. Like, it's ridiculous what he's done.
And you know what we say, like I know
Legend
you made a
already.
great comparison at the start of the season about him being like the new Van Nistelrooy. I'm not lying. This guy is better than Van Nistelrooy at this stage of his Premier League career. I'm not even joking.
Even now, I wouldn't give it to him yet, but like, it
I
reminds me of
this
him.
is I've
It
never
reminds
seen
me
this
of him.
before. You know, I've
I
I've
know what you mean.
never
And
seen this before, bro.
it's just like it's crazy. It's like he's a legend already, Dre. The man scored 3 hat tricks in 8 games, bro. Like in his first 8 games in the Prem, look how many goals he scored. Like everyone's like, what? What's going on? Like, nah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And the thing is, yeah, I love how he plays, bro. He's a original
Yeah,
finisher. You get what I'm saying, Dre? He's bringing football back
gunman.
to the
He's
essence.
just
Yes,
there,
chilling, just waiting for the
like
supply.
we said it a few weeks back. Like them strikers there, 6 touches, but I've bagged a hat trick. That's all I come out my house to
Ah,
do. Slot
thank
the
you,
ball
bro.
in.
That's it. You don't need all of this fancy stuff.
Got me running
Just
back in
supply me.
transition. I don't need to run back in transition. Just give me the ball.
You is something
That's
else,
it.
Dre. You know what I rate him as
You know
well,
what
Dre.
I
Yeah,
also want to give him credit for? That pass to Foden.
yeah. The link up play, the 1-2 slot in it. I hear you. But do you
Bro,
know why
that
I rate
that
him,
pass to
Dre? Yeah,
Foden for what was it? Was it the 5th goal? Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But you know why I rate him, bro? Yeah, it reminds me of Van Nistelrooy. That man will be chilling. Ain't done nothing. Ain't touched the ball. Just movement,
Mm,
movement. Because he knows the ball's
mm.
coming. You see how Van says he knows once Bex is going, once, you know what I mean? Giggsy, that's you is class, Jay.
Oh,
Class. Like, his movement is so on point. I've
and
watched him
what
now. He
did I
played
say
against
after
my
the West
team,
Ham
yeah.
game?
Bro, you see that goal? that he scored against United, where he finished it near post. The ball from De Bruyne, the way he pulled off the defender.
movement.
Thank you. You knew the ball was coming as well.
Mm.
Come on, man. It's gonna be crazy watching City going forward this season because it's
And
gonna
what did I
be
say after the West Ham game when De Bruyne had the ball and then like um Haaland was making the runs,
yeah,
but he wasn't playing him in. I said once he starts playing him in, it's going to be curtains for the league. It's over now. I'm telling you, it is over. And it's not even one of them ones that raw if De Bruyne gets injured, City are gonna drop off. No, bro, I could just bring in Gundogan. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, I can't see them losing a game this season. The
nah, they'll
only
lose, man. But yeah, go on, bro. Yeah,
the only way they don't win the league is if Haaland gets injured. And Skerv made a good point last week. I think it was when he said something about how big, tall strikers don't usually have long, successful careers, in it. Minus Zlatan, because he looks after himself. I think with Haaland, that will be the telling point, in it. If he can look
yeah,
after himself, that will be how long his longevity will be, in it.
yeah.
Because boy,
That's
he's doing
important. But
this
I
at
think he's a
22, you
pro.
know.
I know that he's a pro, man. He knows he's on it, Jay. Trust me. A lot of people
Mm,
doubted him. I've never doubted this kid. I know. I'm not saying I didn't think he was gonna do what he's doing now, but you could tell, man, he suits the Prem. You know what I'm saying? He's
mm.
built for it. He's ready for it. That's what he's been gearing up for. It's problems for the league, bro. Problems. I'm gonna lie. It's gonna break more records, man. Seriously, it's crazy.
Do you think he'll get 40 goals?
I've already said it's possible, but for the season, yeah, definitely. But in the Prem, it's possible, but it's not as easy as people think, man.
Mm.
Trust me, bro. I'm telling you that it's not as easy as people think it is. That he makes it seem easy, but it's not.
And
It's,
one
it's
thing I
not.
will say, these players that are supplying them now, they're gonna be knackered come bloody February
There
and
you go,
March.
in it.
De Bruyne is
It's,
gonna be knackered.
it's a
Silva's
long
gonna be
season.
knackered. Foden's gonna be knackered. Gundogan's gonna be knackered. Grealish is gonna be knackered. It's gonna be. I don't think people realize how mad this season is, isn't it? Because
Mm,
literally, there isn't like some sort of 3 week break before the World Cup. The Premier League's done on the 16th or the 15th or whatever. The World Cup
yeah,
starts on the 20th of November. You don't have
basically,
like literally
time to
you have a
meet up
week
and
to get
fly out.
ready. Yeah,
Yeah, you get
literally.
what I'm saying. It's crazy.
And then you well, some teams will be back earlier because obviously they'll be out earlier, but whatever. But after the World Cup final, it's literally 5 days, and then the Premier League's back, Boxing Day,
No
and you know
breaks.
how
Mad.
exactly.
It's mad, isn't it?
It's mad. It's mad.
Imagine the team that won. Like the players need a break, right? Surely they're gonna celebrate, right? So I'm saying,
Exactly.
so it's gonna be a
So you're,
bit
of course, you're
tricky
going to
this
be
season.
celebrating. You're going to do your open top bus parade for your capital city,
Why the
and then
Prem's
you have to
back
come
on?
back to work.
That's my point.
Exactly.
So it's gonna be a
It's
tricky
mad.
season. I've already said this. Like it's all about getting points on the board before the World Cup. 100%.
Yeah,
It's important.
and looking
Trust
after your
me.
squad.
Yeah, man.
I think
100%.
for like all the teams in Europe, there's 9 games this month alone. So having a good strong squad is going to be important.
Yeah.
Yeah, continue with the weekend games. Newcastle at home to Brentford. I think that's another Newcastle win,
Newcastle.
you know.
Yeah. 3-1 comfortable.
Mm. Go with a cheeky 2-0. Cheeky 2-0 for that one. Um, Brighton, 5:30 game. Brighton at home to Spurs. Um, they look good against Liverpool. First game for their new manager. Do they continue that against Tottenham?
Yeah, but I think Tottenham just be too much, innit? Too much for them. Better team in the end. But they're a good show, innit? Brighton's a good team, but I just think Tottenham reaction, innit? They want to win that game. So I got Totti.
Um,
2-1,
because I've
3-1.
thrown my okay, but because I've thrown my neck on the line with Tottenham and winning the league, yeah. Some
Yep.
games I have to back them even when I don't want to, innit? So this is one of them
Yeah.
games.
Yeah,
um,
go on.
I'm going for a Tottenham win, yeah. Even though I think Brighton are gonna win, but I'm going for a Tottenham win.
But if Brighton was to
Three
win,
one Tottenham.
what would you think the score would be if Brighton was to win?
2-2, 3-1, 3-1. It'll
Three?
be
Nah,
3-1.
no
Whatever
way.
happens in that game,
No way.
yeah. Brighton are
No
good still.
way.
If they can back three against that dead Liverpool team, yeah, I'll go. Yeah, at home, first home game in charge. Yeah, why not?
Fair play.
Tottenham struggling. Well, it's after a Champions League game, I should say. So
Fair play.
Champions League hangover and that. On to Sunday. There's 4 games. The 2 o'clock games are Crystal Palace at home to Leeds. Big one.
Say a Palace
Obviously,
win.
that's a
Palace
6-pointer.
win. Yeah, Palace
Yeah,
win finally, man. After that Chelsea game, they'll be upset. The man in the defeat, the way it all played out. I expect a reaction from them. So I'll say, yeah, like 2-0 Palace.
yeah. I'm gonna go Palace 3-0. I think Zaha's gonna bag a couple. Uh, Next game, the other 2 o'clock game, West Ham at home to Fulham.
Ooh.
I'm going
Say
Fulham,
West Ham. I'm going West Ham, man. Bit of confidence at home. Say West Ham.
I think they struggle. They seem to struggle after European games.
Yeah. Nah,
Yeah,
they've
the
been.
little Europa
I think
Conference and that.
I think they've turned things around, man. Good win at the weekend. I say West Ham 2-1. I can see Mitrovic getting a 1 goal, but he's injured. Actually, West Ham 2-0, man. 2-0.
Mitrovic injured.
Yeah, I think he came off. I don't know if it was tactical or he came off in it 30-something
Yeah,
minutes.
if Mitrovic is playing, I'm going Fulham 1-0.
No, I can't see West Ham losing, man. At home to Fulham, man. Not with David Moyes. He's just gonna, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's a tricky one. I see West Ham. I say West Ham.
That's a game that could go either way, to be fair. Boy, the biggest game of the weekend, the 4:30 kickoff. Arsenal at home to Liverpool. I think we both agreed that Arsenal were going to win. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you think the score's going to be?
2-1. Tight game. Depends. If Arsenal score early, might even be 3-1. But
Oh,
Liverpool always come back when Arsenal score. So I know Liverpool's definitely gonna score. Boy, the first goal is important, isn't it? Like I said, the
you
City
know what?
game before, it's important, man.
You know what?
Whoever scores first, it's very important, man. They could win the game.
I agree with you all. I agree with you all. I just want to see what Arsenal do going a goal behind to a top team. I know they
Mm,
came back against United, equalised, start playing ball, whatever, but Liverpool at home, it's kind of like it's a different sort of challenge. You're going to go behind.
yeah.
Do you have the belief to say we can go and equalise and go on and win the game type of thing, innit? I want to see how Arsenal do with that. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think Arsenal going to stuff Liverpool, and I'm sticking with
Wow.
it. Arsenal 4, Liverpool 1.
What? 4-1?
Sticking with it. 4-1.
Nah,
Slap or
I
a
can't
tenner on
see
that.
that. I can't see that happening, man. Serious, I
Listeners,
can't
slap a
see that.
tenner on that. Slap an abs. Trust me, slap a tenner on that. I think this could be the end, the beginning of the end for Klopp. I think he's gonna walk. He might even walk before the World Cup.
No, I can't. I can't see that happening either. I can't see King Club walking during the
That man is
season.
stressed, bro. That man is stressed.
Yeah, it's just an upset, but I still think he's confident that he can turn things around. Trust me, he is, man. Don't forget the season Liverpool had last season. It's just a hangover. The players are a bit, you know, low confidence, whatnot. But he'll turn things around. I reckon. I reckon Arsenal win though. It's at home. First big test at home. Arsenal, they've got a point to prove, man. You know what I mean? Top of the table. I think Arsenal will turn up. So if Liverpool want to win this game, they have to turn up. So it's a big game. It's Liverpool form's been rubbish. Arsenal form's been great. Finally, I can say Arsenal's favourites in a long time in this
Mm,
fixture. Yeah, so
that is true,
it's
you know.
interesting. Yeah, it's interesting to see. Be a good game, man. Definitely.
All right. The final game on Sunday, a weird kickoff time. Everton versus Manchester United, 7 p.m. kickoff. Um, boy, I know you're very skeptical about what could happen next Sunday. What's your predictions for Everton versus United?
Boy. Hmm. Hmm. I still haven't got over yesterday's defeat, man. So right now it's a bit tricky. It's like what I seen on Sunday. I don't know, man. Probably a 1-1. I could see Everton nicking it. Seriously, like the play. I don't know, man. See, if Everton wants to score first, Goodison Park singing, I could see us crumbling. Honestly, like that's how the belief what I seen on Sunday. That's how embarrassing it was. So I'm gonna say a 1-1, man. It hurts my heart, but I'm gonna say a 1-1 because I don't even know what team's gonna start. So right now I'm gonna say a 1-1, man. If Ronaldo plays, we'll win. Definitely. 2-1, 3-1, but right now I say a 1-1,
Um,
man.
I think we'll win that game comfortably. To be honest, I'm gonna go 3-1 United. Martial, add Rashford with the goals.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not even worried. To be honest, I'm more worried because Varane's out. The fact that
Exactly.
Varane's out, yeah, it's definitely going to be 3-1. Yeah, they're going to at least concede one, 100%.
Maybe more, bro. Who's gonna play centre back? That's not. I get you, Jay. Let's keep.
Yeah,
Let's keep it moving.
let's not talk about it. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah.
Monday's game. Nottingham Forest at home to Aston Villa. Boy, 6 pointer.
No, Forrest needs a win, man. He's definitely getting sacked if he loses. I'll say,
Yeah, 100%.
nah, mate, it's a tricky one, isn't it? And Villa, yeah, they, oh, don't know,
Midlands
man.
derby.
I say Villa, I say Villa, I say Villa. Seriously, I say Villa. Like, nah, it's actually 2-2, man. Cooper, man, come on, man, you gotta do something.
I'm gonna go Forest. You've got to win at some point. Get the
You know what
fans
I
on
mean?
side in it. One
Yeah,
win
man.
before you get sacked in it. You know what I mean? Just
Gotta do
cheer up the
something.
fans a
You're
bit. Give them
home
some
as
hope.
well. Yeah, man, you're
Mm.
home.
I think it'd be an
You'll
entertaining
fight.
game. Now I'm gonna go 3-2.
Forest.
Yeah, 3-2 Forest. I need Stevie G to get sacked, bro.
Yesterday he played boring, yeah, but you can see why though, man. Know what I mean, you can see why. Like when he plays away from home now, he tries to dig in. You know what I'm saying, and get results. He's learning on the job. I like Stevie G, man. He's alright. He's under pressure though, 100%.
Wow,
I
100%.
think you'll be all right. You'll be all right. Take over
Well,
from
that is the
King Klopp.
weekend. That'll be the end of Liverpool, bruv. Um, well, that's the weekend preview. Um, wait, any final words, Ronaldo, before we jet off?
Mate. Hopefully United put on a bit of show the weekend.
Yeah, don't worry, man. It's just a bad day at the office.
Can't help it, pal. Can't help it, but we keep moving in it for the love of the game.
Yeah, man. Yeah, as always, man. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment in the box, the comment section. Um Prayers up to everyone that died in Indonesia in the is it Stadium Crush or Stampede, whatever. I think it's the biggest
Man.
football disaster ever. So yeah, prayers out to them. Um Boy, thanks for listening to this heartbreaking episode, man. You know, we had the good times and then 4 wins in a row. Now we're back to this, but we'll be back next week. Hopefully after a win, please. Someone give
Yeah,
us a win next week. Um, Skervin forgot to pay his light bill again, but he'll be back next week.
don't know.
For Ronaldo, myself, Dre, you know, like Ronaldo says, man, we do it for the love of the game. We're out.
Always.
Peace.
Love. Peace.